Red pill disclaimer. Welcome to Gawdzell's channel. By watching this video, you are choosing to take the red pill and see how deep the rabbit hole goes. All opinions expressed are Gawdzell's alone, and any copyrighted content belongs to its respective owners. Viewer discretion is advised.
Can you see it now? Can you see the Matrix for what it truly is?
Would you rather be on child support for a kid you know ain't yours, right? Or wrestle a crocodile? Would you rather be on child support for a kid you know ain't yours, right? Or wrestle a crocodile for a minute?
Man, please, what that man Steve say, bro? Steve Irwin, what cronky, bro? I'm gonna be outside. This beauty right here, this crocodile's big enough to eat me in one bite. If I'm not careful, I'ma wrestle it.
Would you rather be on child support for a kid you know ain't yours?
I think I'm gonna do that. Wrestle a crocodile. You not gonna do me like that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm going overseas.
See, I knew there was something going on with this place. Look at this. Now tell me what lives back here to build this. I'm telling you, all in these woods, there are trolls and beings that walk around at a certain frequency where you can't see them. This is my new shroom spot. I'm gonna do shrooms back here. Yeah. Because I bet you all these trees are gonna come alive and begin to teach. And you have to be at that density to be able to receive that information, because if you're a regular density, which shrooms take you beyond a regular density, right? You're able to see the beings that you're around because now you match their frequency, which means that in that state, you're not going to reject them, you're not going to run from them, you're not going to be scared of them because you are them, and you forgot that you are them. But what is this? Because something took a lot of time to build this. And it's interesting how they don't want you back here.
It's really not even your thoughts when you really think about it. It's like when you just sit there, y'all ever just sit there with your thoughts? And try that, man. For real. You just have all type of thoughts. They just be flowing too. They just be going. Especially if you got them type of thoughts that just be racing. That's crazy, man. And you know, you are in control of them thoughts, for real. You could feed into them, or you don't have to.
Quick thought. This is for all the meat lovers, right? And everybody who potentially eat meat when you know your body can't digest it. You know how you get parasites inside the body? Eat meat. All meat have cysts. You're right. So if you look at what a cyst is a sac that protects the parasites during the stage of development. That's why I don't care how well you cook the meat. I don't care how well you freeze the meat. It's cysts inside that meat. Then once you cook it, it's still intact. Once you eat it, the environment calls for the cyst to crack open and release parasites into the body. So everybody who eat meat has parasites in their body. Now, the cyst and the bulls and the bumps shows up on your body as a cyst. If you look at the cyst and see what the cyst is, it's just a sac, a shell that holds parasites. That's how they stay alive to carry themselves through another cycle. Stop eating meat. Quick thought.
The years aren't real, bro. Those of you who are already familiar with my channel, y'all know this shit, but for my new subscribers, bro, the years aren't real. Even some of y'all might even know this shit. The years aren't even real, bro. All this shit is just a man-made construct. We follow the Gregorian calendar. The Gregorian calendar is our oppressor's calendar. That's not our calendar. That calendar wasn't put in place until ancient civilizations got destroyed. The new year actually comes around during March, April type shit. And it's really not even a year, it's an energy cycle. So you can say the new energy cycle comes around in March, April type shit. The years aren't real, bro.
I agree, for sure. Years are definitely not real, man. It's just energy. Because the thing about it, every day is a different energy day, for real. Every day is not the same, for real. Even when you think it's the same, it's not. Something completely different happens each and every day. It's crazy.
Part 2. Alright, so these ancient trees we had, right? I'ma call them elder trees. Yeah, elder trees. Real talk, elder trees. So what are elder trees? Bro, I'm telling you, these trees, man, they used to be so fucking big. Imagine 10 Empire State Buildings on top of each other. Fam, the mountains are the stumps. If the mountains are the stumps, imagine how big the tree was. Bro, this mountain goes through the clouds. Imagine how big the tree was. And look, I'm gonna tell you how they kill the game even more. This is a stump right here. They using the weather manipulation technology and they freezing the top of the stump, keeping the stump from growing back into a tree. The trees are still alive. They didn't uproot the trees. They just cut them so they can grow back, but they freezing the top of them. Remember, cold weather ain't real. Remember, cold weather is technology brought to us by a race called the Dark Elves. It freezes and kills nature, and the elder trees are nature, so they freeze in the top of them, keeping them from growing back up. Like, bro, some of these trees were so big, bro, that just seeing them would defy everything that we know about physics, the earth, all this shit. We lived in them, creatures lived in them, dragons lived in them, all types of shit. They was bigger than anything else on the realm. Some of them was located on several chakras of the planet, all types of shit. But stay tuned, I got more information about this on the way. Part 2. Alright, so these ancient trees we had.
Hey, yo, peace. There's power within your authentic expression. You know what that means?
Rappers been doing this for years because the power of frequencies can really
anytime.
These are 3 powerful frequencies that can change your mood. This entire time, rappers been doing this for years because the power of frequencies can really alter how you feel.
I can target certain parts of the mind. If I want you to astral project, or if I want you to go to sleep, or if I want you to go into a meditative state, I can make my music do that. Because music is frequency programming.
For number 1, 440 hertz. This is also known as a sad frequency. If you ever listen to sad music and it made you feel worse, this is the reason why. It targets your emotional state, which is why they put it in sad music. For number 2, 808 hertz. This frequency is inside most rap music, and that's why some songs can make you want to crash out. This has the power to change your entire mood, but listening to too much is not good for you. And keep in mind, y'all, this is all done on purpose.
The 808 exists in the lowest chakra. It's an actual sound in the track that you don't realize is there that is fucking up your entire frequency.
And for number 3, 110, which is the fear frequency. This is meant to make you feel anxiety and discomfort, which is why it's mainly used in horror movies. And for some reason, this frequency has a very powerful effect on our body, which is perfect for jump scares. That's why knowing frequencies is very important, so that you're only listening to your music on the best frequency. So I created you a full frequency guide. It has a list of all the best frequencies.
What are the 3 primary animals that people eat?
Chicken, beef, fish, pork.
Okay. You look at all of those animals. Are any of them carnivores?
No.
None of them eat meat. So if you're eating something that didn't require meat to build its own protein, then why do you need to eat that to create your own protein?
Here's the problem. Vegans are lost when it comes to what protein really is, the science behind protein, and what you need to assemble protein. Let's look into it. 1, Europeans name protein after themselves, after their biology, after the biological components they need, after the building blocks of the structures that they need. So they called it amino acids. What does amino mean? Pertaining to or containing any of a group of organic compounds of nitrogen derived from ammonia. The basis of their biology is nitrogen and ammonia. But in Hugh Melanin, the indigenous people were carbon-based people. So the basis of our protein structures are carboxylate acids, not amino acids. Now, nitrogen lacks hue, so it generates pale tissues. So cow, pig, chicken, them are amino acid-based proteins. Nitrogen-based proteins, good for Europeans, not the indigenous people. Bison, bass, sockeye salmon. These are excellent foods to build carboxylate acids in the indigenous people's body. Like and share this video for part 2.
What are the 3 primary...
That was good. I don't know why. He right. Why would they? They don't really eat meat. So how are they getting their protein? Right? It's crazy, man.
Satan is you. It's the part of your mind that wants the fame, the money, the status, and the power. That is Satan. It's an aspect of your mind. God is the higher mind that wants the love, the intuition, the wisdom, the knowledge. That is God. Demons are your emotions that possess your body, your mind. That's what a demon is. It's all metaphorical for you, the battle between your mind and your body. You need to sync your mind and your body so that you can live in harmony, which is heaven. It's all metaphors, and until you realize this, you will continue to blame the devil to bringing negativity in your life. You manifested the negativity in your life. You are a result of your thoughts. Where you are in life is a direct manifestation of all the thoughts you have thought in the past.
I've literally created a library for astral projection, esotericism, occult.
When you eat the fruit, you should eat the seed. There's a tribe of folks in northern Pakistan called the Hunza. The Hunza people never get cancer. When the tribe was first discovered, their average age was 160. The Hunza people's favorite food to eat is apricot seeds. They take the apricot seeds and squeeze them and get oil out of them. They put the oil on their skin and the women don't wrinkle. They're really good looking at 70 and 80. Jason Vale teaches, he said, cancer cannot survive in a body of a person that consumes apricot seeds. Did you know bread used to strengthen your heart? They learned years ago if they take out the vitamin E, the lecithin, and the omega-3 fatty acids, they take them out of the wheat, make the bread with white flour. The bread lasts for months. But the people started dying of heart attacks and strokes and circulation problems. See, it's a simple formula. The whiter the bread, the quicker you're dead. When you eat the fruit, you should eat the seed. There's a tribe of folks.
Wow, the whiter the bread, the quicker you're dead. He really said that. Wow.
Brother man, you know, I normally even speak on topics like this. I kind of let Fredo handle that, but considering the circumstances, I just felt like I was the best man to let you know that he was finna give you peace. Now, when you wake up and you reviewing the footage, you know what I'm saying, you watch this back, you gotta keep that hand up when you're throwing that haymaker, you know what I'm saying, so you can protect your chin at all times, cause I ain't gonna lie, this time it's a little too late. He finna knock your chin between the earth and the moon, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to get it back when it come back out of orbit.
These are the worst McDonald's secrets exposed.
Who loves a side order of chemicals? The salads are dusted with propylene glycol to keep them crisp and fresh. This is also used in their sauces, glazes, and hotcakes. Propylene glycol is a less toxic version of ethylene glycol, which is found in antifreeze. Sound appetizing? A common additive used in their food is calcium silicate, which is a white powder primarily used to prevent cement and roof tiles from caking. And what about the chicken nuggets? Less than half of a chicken nugget was actually chicken, and the rest was a combination of preservatives like TBHQ. TBHQ has been proven to be unsafe for consumption, with side effects like loss of vision and liver failure. So try not to eat too many of them. With the use of many chemicals, your meal is likely to look the same for years to come. Mold cannot grow. So when the chicken nuggets, burgers, or fries are left out, they completely dry out. But it's been a mystery as to why the buns do not get moldy. This is a little bit concerning when we think about putting this food in our bodies.
Nah, McDonald's is definitely trifling. But the reason a lot of people eat this is because the healthier options is hard to find. And that's why I put together a full guide of all the best foods to eat and how to avoid the worst. And it downloads directly to your phone so it's easy to access. Just comment the word grocery to get a link sent directly to your DM. Enjoy, family. Love y'all. These are the worst.
You know what's crazy, y'all? Them burgers should be so low for real. But if you go get some watermelons, some grapes, you pay almost $100, dang, you know? It's crazy just to get some healthy food, for real. Sad. I feel like the fruit should never cost that much. All that processed food and stuff like that make us pay extra for that, you know? A fruit should be no more than $2. That's just how I feel. But this is how everything that's going, so.
Aliens and UFOs. Let's talk about it. Real shit, bro. They really got people. Real aliens, bro. The real aliens been living here the whole time. Like, the word alien literally has a lie in it. Like alien, A-L-I-E-N. Like alien, a lie. You feel me? They kind of like trick people into believing the aliens is like way out there when really they right here. Like the Draco reptilians, right? Everybody know they been here the whole time. You feel me? And it really only a matter of time before they forced to come out. Bro, the vibration on the planet is changing. These beings can't keep their forms no more. They can't stay on the ground no more and all that shit. On the ground it's getting too hot, so eventually they gotta come out. If y'all didn't know, man, it's a new disorder coming out where literally people see demon faces. The veil is breaking, bro. These beings can't keep their forms forever. They dead there telling you don't trust what you see right now. Aliens and UFOs. Let's talk about it. Real shit, bro. They really got people. Real aliens, bro. The real.
Hey, y'all hear about this? Some studies suggest that sperm is a natural antidepressant for women. I ain't reading the rest. Go ahead and head for the whole post. Shit, ladies, y'all better get the swallowing. But now I'm sure it depends on your diet too. You only want Casamigos, backwoods, and fried chicken, and that shit probably battery acid. Me, ladies, I got that tropical smoothie for you. All I did was search it up, and that's the first thing it said. Think of it as a multivitamin for each ejaculation. 1 teaspoon of semen contains over 200 protein, with vitamins and minerals like vitamin C, zinc, calcium. The citric acid throwing me left, but you are what you eat. Semen is a natural antidepressant. It helps you sleep better. Can help slow down the aging process. Can lower your blood pressure. Lowers the risk of prostate cancer. Could be the next all-natural fire extinguisher. Anti-anxiety. Mood enhancement. Longevity. Can increase your lifespan. Can prevent liver disease and liver cancer. It helps with your brain function. It's good for your teeth because of the zinc. And boom, it's good for your head. I don't know about putting it in your head. We talking about swallowing. Pause. And it's good for your skin. There's some places that charge up to $200 for some semen facial cream. So damn, if she a spitter, she really a quitter. And she a spitter than quitter. Cause she don't care about her life. Hey, I just looked it up. Y'all do your own research. I ain't saying nothing. Don't be swallowing no gonorrhea though. Ladies, make sure you're not allergic either.
That's crazy. That's how you know, like, it has that, like, stuff hold that much power, you know. So you don't supposed to be releasing that type of stuff now, for real. Especially on, like, some pointless stuff, like, come on. You gotta keep that energy, man, for real.
Particularly for our men. Our
That's
men
right.
are dying primarily from heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what it is? Because men don't express themselves outwardly. They got to be man up. You know, don't, you know, you have a problem, deal with it. With women, we go in the room and we cry and we talk about it and we share and we, you know, swap what we're going to do, how we're going to do it. So that hurt and that rage or that sadness or disappointment, it doesn't just fester in the heart. Because healing is not just physical. Healing is physical, spiritual, mental, emotional, financial. Everything is in that heart. So the heart attacks and the strokes, it's a backup of all the relationships that didn't work, all the disappointments, all those who promised it didn't happen. The heart becomes broken and wounded, but not just physically, emotionally first, particularly for our men. Our men are dying primarily from heart attack.
This is exactly why time has been going by so fast. A recent report just said that Earth has been going by faster than usual, to the point that they have to skip a second just to keep up.
You just add a second to one day to keep everything aligned.
Yeah.
It's mind-boggling.
Government is frequently grappling with time. It was the government that created the time zone.
Now, multiple people have reported on how fast the clouds have been going by, but also pointed out on how this may actually have something to do with CERN, because every single time they use their particle accelerator, people start having all these dreams.
During CERN's opening ceremony, you can see that they show a clock moving back and forth rapidly, which could be symbolic for whatever's making people feel strange about time currently.
Now, generally, the Earth's rotation is not perfect. It goes up or down by a fraction of a millisecond. But suddenly, it appears to be consistently faster and faster. And so why is this happening? Well, no one knows for sure. There are some ideas floating.
This is exactly why time has been going by so fast. A recent report just said that Earth has been going by faster than...
Time been moving real fast lately, I'm not gonna lie. As soon as you wake up, it's already... Seems like it's like 4 o'clock already, for real.
We really have free will if God knew exactly what was going to happen? Which brings me back to a second question. Why make us when he knew that there will be sinners and people who didn't accept him? And in the end, he knew he had to put people in hell. Like he knew in the beginning of time that there will be people born in different cultures, different religions. Yet he still made us, knowing that these people will never accept him. This brings me back to my third question. Is there a chosen group of people? And why make the people who are not going to accept him in the beginning only to just throw them in hell? Brings me back to another question. So if he's all loving, why is he gonna throw his creation into hell for eternity? So why make them in the first place? Another question. God is all loving and we know that. So if he's all loving, why make a creation that he knows will receive damnation in the end? On the spiritual path, I've asked these questions to so many people, including priests, and yet I still haven't gotten the answers. I'm curious as to what you guys think, so comment down below. Do we really have free will if God knew exactly what was going to happen? Which brings me back to a second.
Bro, this is crazy.
America doesn't want to hear your thoughts on Jesus, and, you know, keep that stuff at home.
my God. We couldn't say, oh my God. We couldn't say JC, we couldn't say G. My son, you know, I know. Yeah. We could say G's. You could say G's, but not God, sus. Yes. Yeah. Unless you were praising him, and then you could say.
Issue with sin. It makes us, our sin that's in us makes us do those things, and the only salvation for this sin is the gospel. The only way to really cure that what's on the inside is understanding that Jesus Christ died for our sins. And so to me, on a micro level, it's understanding.
Nope, and just like that, we lost him.
And in second, I gotta thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. This day means so much more than putting on this green jacket. In many ways.
If we all follow the teachings of Christ, the whole system will crash, and we would turn up as humanity. The main teachings of Christ was the laws of nature and love. They gonna continue to hide the truth from you, bro. That's crazy. I'm doing Bible study every Wednesday at 7:30 in my Discord. I also have a community where you can connect with like-minded individuals. Comment life so you can join. Bro, this is crazy.
I'm just saying, man, like, why would they do that? Like, if it's not, you know what I'm saying? If it's not real, why would they do that? Like, why are y'all just cutting them off like that? That's crazy. Hey, they know something we don't know.
The reason children, when they're first born, they don't remember anything is because the only things that they remember at that time are still the memories of their past lives. Okay, yeah. If you can somehow, I guess in the brain chemistry, access those memories and still be able to remember them and speak them out, it's stuff about like the past that you can remember. But as you get older, obviously those memories get erased and then you're filled up with the new ones.
Yeah. What if it hits that brain like nerve and then all of a sudden you're not even Carlos no more, you're like the guy in the mountain that was in your past life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's weird.
That would be weird. Because a lot of people, when they talk to me, they're like, yo, Carlos, I feel like this isn't his first time living. You know what I mean? Because I've heard that many times because it's like, I don't know, you just do a lot. But I don't know if that's because of past lives or
I don't know, yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe like how you said that you want to do a guitarist, but maybe you were a guitarist back in your past life.
If you were the creator of the universe, how would you want the world to be? If you were to go back in and play it, how would you do it?
I have no idea.
I thought about it, I'm like, oh shit. It happened. It's Jesus. Literally, that's what Jesus did. There was this TikTok I watched coming from a writer. They talked about this one character. That character is actually the reason children, when they're first born, they don't.
Nah, honestly, I think past lives is definitely something real. For real. I think we all got a past life. This is definitely not our first time being here, you know. Some people just have, like, deep intuition, you know? Intelligence, like, so yeah, I agree.
Everyone, did you know that Coca-Cola contains this stuff?
This is crazy. That's sick. You drink that.
This goopy, oily looking stuff is called phosphoric acid.
That is
and
sick.
Phosphoric acid is a rock that's mined using sulfuric acid. If you get this stuff on your skin, it burns like hell. It's a corrosive. It rusts away metal. I mean, we got stuff that's metal here that rusts away. We use a lot of stainless, and it still rusts away the stainless. They put this in sodas, and we are consuming this stuff. It's a corrosive. We ship it out in rail cars and trucks with a label on it that's stating that it is a dangerous product. So why are we consuming it? I mean, it's not needed at all. Just think of what it's doing to your teeth and your inside. Everyone, did you know that Coca-Cola contains this stuff?
Would you think it's safe to say that if you know how to self-heal, you can actually eradicate the whole concept of having a therapist and having doctors? 4 weeks. You think so? I know so. In any capacity, like we're talking cancers, we're talking diseases, we're talking addictions, things that people say that you need years, you would safely say that? 4 weeks. 4 to 7 weeks max. Here's how it works. Most people I work with, unfortunately, have been sexually abused before the age of 4. Most of those people are their parents. Imagine being raped by your father. You're holding all of this trauma in your memory cells and in your system. That's how you start life. Of course, if you don't take care of that, it's going to manifest into a disease. Most people, autoimmune diseases, cancer, depression, addiction, all of that is because they haven't dealt with something emotionally. And I've worked with very many. I just actually helped somebody heal. She healed herself. It wasn't me. We always say that you're the healer. We empower you to heal yourself. Her tumor was so big at the beginning of our work, and with her
scans and our program with our process, which we call emotional mapping, and the proper diet, it's gone 3 weeks. The doctors are like, what are you doing? So everybody that has cancer or disease or anything recalls a memory from their past. And I'm like, how does it feel now into your system? Can you feel it? Yeah, it's a 10. Well, there you go. You're holding a 10 of anger and rage and disappointment and abused into your system still, and you're 40.
Would you think it's safe to say that if you know how to self-heal, you can actually eradicate the whole...
If you like hot dogs, this is going to help you. So check it out. These are the kind of hot dogs that we used to get just because, they're cheap and for the family function or whatever. So, but when I started paying attention to the ingredients, you'll notice the modified food starch, you'll notice the corn syrup, and then sodium nitrate, sodium phosphates, what's that word? Sodium etherobate. So what I did, I made a switch from these hot dogs, and I made a choice in a better direction. And I found these. And when you look at the ingredients, just look at the difference in the ingredients. These are natural words that you could understand. So making that switch actually helped me to lose weight. My name is Jabez. I was able to lose 100 pounds, still eating the foods that I love to eat. That was me in 2014. We've helped, been able to help thousands of people lose weight with this book, Life Matters, So Let's Eat Like It. I make it super easy to understand how you could lose the weight you want to lose while still eating the foods you love. We're doing a 4th of July sale, 50% off. If you want to grab a copy, feel free. I got the link underneath my profile picture. Prayers up, blessings up. If you like hot dogs, this is going to help you. So check it out. These are the kind of hot dogs that we used to get just because, they're cheap.
But remember, you all are already hybridized. You all have Anunnaki DNA in all of you. And the Anunnaki themselves were mixed, were hybridized. This is one of the reasons why you actually have so many different races on your planet. You all started out similarly, but as soon as you moved into different environments, the different extraterrestrial genetics mixing with the Homo erectus genetics within you activated in different environments to be something similar to the planets that DNA came from. Make sense?
Yes.
But remember, you all are already hybridized. You all have Anunnaki DNA in all of you. And the Anunnaki themselves were mixed, were hybridized. This is one of the reasons why you actually have so many different races on your planet. You all started out similarly, but as soon as you moved into different environments, the different extraterrestrial genetics mixing with the Homo erectus genetics within you activated in different environments to be something similar to the planets that DNA came from. Make sense?
Yes.
But remember, you all...
Protein means nothing but a simple amino acid structure. That's what we need. We don't need proteins. Proteins are full of too many amino acid structures. So you have something called a simple amino acid structure, which is what we need. Then you have something called a complex amino acid structure, which the hydrochloric acid inside of our stomachs can't even break down. That's what you call protein. That's why if you look at protein overload diets, what you see gout. It's uric acid buildup. Yep. You see that? You start seeing toenail fungus. That's uric acid and carbonic acid buildup. So the reason why the protein myth have been pushed on us so much is because they make money, billions and trillions of dollars off of selling proteins. We have to realize that we have been lied to by the schools. And if you look at who own these medical colleges, it's the Rockefeller Foundation. Like for instance, if you go to Atlanta right now, you have Spelman. Right. Don't nobody Google who these, remember I was talking about names earlier? Yeah. Don't nobody Google who Spelman is. That's John D. Rockefeller's wife. That's where Spelman is. And then you start Googling Morehouse and all these different names. They go back to the pharmaceutical companies, these pharmaceutical giants. So who was pushing and teaching education of medicine and teaching us this periodic chart, this periodic table, teaching us the food pyramids? It was the pharmaceutical companies. Protein means nothing but a simple amino acid structure. That's what we need. We don't need protein.
There's extraterrestrial DNA on this planet. Oftentimes, these medical practitioners would see an ailment that looks crazy. They'll name it a condition, and y'all just say, oh no, that mermaids don't exist. That person just has syndactyl. They call this syndactyl. Doesn't that look just like that? Here's another example. They call this ichthyosis. If I'm pronouncing it incorrect, pardon me. But this is what they would deem a condition. You can clearly see that this is a reptilian. Here's another example of ichthyosis. Wow. Are you telling me that this is a condition? This is real. This isn't CGI or Photoshop. This is actual a being that they state has a condition, but we know that there is extraterrestrial DNA on this planet. Here's another one. This is referred to as Carpenter syndrome. These were actual extraterrestrial beings known as the Tyros. New York did mention these beings in the holy tablets. Historical data proves evidence of these beings' existence. And having 6 fingers and 6 toes is another extraterrestrial trait that's handed down by the Anunnaki. People are so gullible that as long as these doctors sit on a lofty throne as so-called quote-unquote the professionals, they can tell you something you know right in front of your face is just a condition. And you will say, oh no, that's not an extraterrestrial, that's actually so-and-so, whatever condition that these doctors deem. They make up a name of a condition and then you run with it, you will believe it. Planet Earth was a huge experiment, okay? There's a lot of extraterrestrial DNA on this planet. All of us have extraterrestrial DNA in us, whether we want to believe it or not. Some more than others. There's extraterrestrial DNA on this planet.
This is where most of the trouble began, because all of this stuff that I've presented here, it's all been absorbed by the Catholic Church. They made a claim in 1302 in Unum Sanctum, written with blood on the skin of a kid. Do your homework about kid. We call our children kids. On the skin of a kid, and then they put it in their vaults. They curse it with their black magic, satanic black magic, and then guess what? There's no one around to challenge that claim. Subsequent to this papal bull, which says basically, you can check it out on Wikipedia, Unum Sanctum, the papal bull, it tells you that the Catholic Church basically put on that with blood, that they own the world, all the chattel, all the souls, all the titles of properties and everything, and that's that. And that's how they've been doing business with their Jesuit army ever since. And they turn up in court when you go to court and you think you're getting justice. It's a business. It's all corporate. It's a corporate monstrosity. And remember the word corpse, that's all it is. This is not a republic or anything like that, or constitution. You have no rights, but remedies are coming.
If you want to understand what you are,
these angel numbers that people talk about today is mostly dealing with angels or angles. Somebody just took the term and flipped it. So what's really happening when we see 222, 333, 444, you know, and so on and so on, or even just 1111, right? What's happening is your higher self is sending you a message. It's sending you a code. It's letting you know to pay attention to something that's going on in your reality. It's just that simple. Now, when you look on these websites, you'll go to one website and 111 means one thing. Go to another website and 111 means something totally different. And I know because I've done the research. 111 doesn't mean everything from every book and every perspective of book. In one book, 111 or 211 means, or 222 means one thing. And then you go to this book, 222 means something else. So even these people that's coming out with these angel numbers, they don't even know what these things mean. Okay. So Brother Yusef is not saying that angel numbers are not real. I'm just saying that somebody took it and flipped it and put a new term on it and got you guys thinking that it's something new. And really, angel numbers are not really what they all cracked up to be. It's all numerology, right? So what would Brother Yusef do? Well, if I see 111, right, I'm going to break it down from a numerological standpoint. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3, right? And we know that 3 deals with a creative energy, right? So your higher self may be telling you based on these angel numbers that people talk about today.
That's crazy. He work too. Like, you look them up, and we have different meanings when you go to a different website. One thing mean that, then the other one just mean something completely different. You right, for real. It be like that.
This is a male saiga antelope walking, and he notices females from a distance. The male's enormous nose filters out dust and warms up the cold air before reaching their lungs in the winter. But they also use it to impress the females. So he gets closer and starts shaking his big chunky nose in an effort to impress them, but the females are unimpressed. Undeterred, he resorts to chasing them, prompting the females to run away. When he doesn't find success this way, he puts a bush over his head to appear majestic and resumes his pursuit, but that scares them even more, and they run away faster than before. This is a male saiga antelope walking, and he knows
if you understand vibrational frequencies and what triggers certain emotions, then you're good. Like Drake's mastered vibrational frequencies. That's why he has a specific beat, a specific tune, a specific flow. It's because he found a winning flow that just causes him to have hit after hit after hit after hit. There's a science behind it. It's not just, oh, this guy just sits in the lab and the song just cooks up and it's dope. No, there's a science behind virality. There's a science behind fame. Very few people are famous just by naturally becoming famous. A lot of people fabricate fame into existence. If you understand vibrational frequencies and what...
You got a point. He got a point. I'm not gonna lie. He might just be on to something for real. Cause You know, everything has its little scientists behind it, you know. I agree.
This is it right here. You have panic attack, anxiety disorder, mood disorder. This is it for you. This is nature's sedative. See it right here, so all I do, I pick a couple leaf like this. Pick a leaf, make a tea, soothe your brain. Get rid of the anxiety. Get rid of the panic attack. Put yourself to sleep naturally with a bamboo leaf tea. This is all you need, you know. And your nervous system correct itself. Yeah, man. This is it right here.
Yeah, man. That's dope though. Like how we got like plants and stuff that can heal us from certain things and stuff like this. So cool, man. Like this, that's how you know we live on like a magical planet for real. Honestly.
There is no God in the sky. There is no devil in the ground. Understand that heaven and hell is states of the mind, states of being. You can be Satan and you can be a God. Your lower self versus your higher self. That's why the devil is always depicted red, because red is the lowest chakra. Red is the lowest frequency. When you vibing negatively, you are vibing on a low frequency. And when you are vibing high in peace, prosperity, gratitude, you are vibing on a God-like frequency. There's no such thing as a reptilian. There's a metaphor for the reptilian part of the brain. Fight or flight. You gotta start understanding and overstanding. And it's God made flesh. And God is light. We were all born of the sun. We are light beings, meaning we are gods. We are gods, made in his image. A lot of people want to worship God instead of being a God. The kingdom of heaven is within you. You can be Satan or you can be a God, depending on the presence of good and evil within you. Let's get healthy. There is no God.
You came here to do your own specific thing. You came here to do your own shit. You ain't never noticed like some people, they're like the exact opposite of what their parents or their family is. A lot of people don't think about stuff like that. They just look at it like, oh, they disrespectful or oh, they this, oh, they that. It's not that. It's just that person came to do something different. Like some people may be born into extremely religious families, but they're nothing like that. They're spiritual as fuck, more open-minded. The family members around them may look at it like, oh man, they this, they that, they this, they that. When in actuality, that person just came to do something different. They didn't come here to just fall into the basic program. You came here to do your own specific thing. You came here to do your own shit. You ain't never noticed like some people, they're like the exact opposite of what their parents or their family is. A lot of people don't think about stuff like that. They just look at it like, oh, they disrespectful or oh, they this, oh, they that. It's not that. It's just that person came to do something different. Like some people may be born into extremely religious families, but they're nothing like that. They're spiritual as fuck, more open-minded.
You like that though? That's crazy. Like you had like, it's almost like you not even a part of that family for real. Like you come from somewhere else, you know. You would think like if you're spiritual and your mom would be spiritual, but nah, it don't be like that. It's crazy. But hey, you know, everybody got their time. And, you know, everyone's just different souls for real. So, different souls just come into different families, I guess. Just say it like that.
To them that are without, all of these things are done in parable. So all is hidden. So everything in the Bible that is hidden in mysticism, what is Proverbs 1:6 says, wisdom is understanding the dark sayings, that's a cult. There's nothing wrong with it, a cult. It's hidden. And it's up to you, as Jesus says, to ask and seek and knock and find out the meaning of these things, but not sit with some maniac ranting and raving and telling you about fish swallowing people. Here's a story that people believe to this day, that a guy fell in the ocean, a fish swallowed him, he sat in the fish's intestines for 3 days, the fish puked, thank God, and out came an evangelist. And the guy gets out, repent, repent, certainly you repent. The fish puked and threw this guy, he's covered with seaweed, walking up with a Bible in his hand, and that's what they believe. But when you're swallowed by the fish, you are encased in that which is the concept of the universal nature of God. And the universal nature of God is simply the universal nature of good and not violence. But religions will always stay the way they originated. They resist development because, you see, I loved what this guru said one time. And when you join a religious organization or a denomination, you reach a conclusion. And this guru said, once you've reached a conclusion, your journey is concluded. You'll never be able to hear truth. You'll never be able to believe anything. That if God himself comes down, you'll never be able to accept it because your church doesn't agree. My pastor doesn't agree. I can't believe this. No matter what. I can tell people about Adam and Adam. I can't believe that because God, my pastor said they ripped a rib out of Adam, and that's the way it has to be. You can't hear it. To them that are without, all of these things are done in parallel.
We've had thousands of years of worshiping, and it's very lonely without a God, you understand what I'm saying, above you, whereas the God being a part of you in the force of the force that you are actually the agent carrying out God's work. So it's very lonely when you don't have something to bow down to. It's very lonely. So therefore, it's no different than moving out of the house the first time and be by your damn self. You move out with some friends, you can get through it. But by yourself, you move out of the house the first time. It's very lonely when you ain't got no, when your mom and daddy ain't around. When it's the same hierarchy when it comes to the God realm. You are now adults. You are now adults. And you don't supposed to pray to them, you supposed to demand. And you got to demand seriously, just like you ever got mad at a person? You get mad and grit your doggone teeth? That's power. You see what I'm saying? You supposed to demand this and that happen, but don't demand on no bullshit because that's not what their energy is for. We've had thousands of years of worshiping. And
I don't drink milk. That shit nasty. It's meant for cows. They tell you it makes your bones stronger. No, it don't. It makes their bones stronger. They only told you it makes your bones stronger so they can sell something else to you from a cow. This is what happens to people when milk is a part of their daily routine. And none of this shit happens to the cow. You wanna know why? Because it's meant for the cow and not you. Who was the first person to discover milk and what was he doing? What possessed him to drink from the nipple of a cow? And y'all can't think about him crazy because you drinking milk too. If you can't drink human breast milk anymore, what makes you think you can drink cow breast milk? It just don't make sense. Everything I buy from the grocery store does not have milk or eggs or none of that shit in there. I created a do's and don'ts for grocery shopping. Comment real if you want to start making healthier choices whenever you grocery shop. I'ma send you my ebook. It shows you what you should do and what you shouldn't do when grocery shopping. At the end of the day, we gotta think about it like this. We gotta stop just following people blindly. Just cause they tell you milk is good for you. Ask those kinds of questions. Who was the first nigga to try this shit? And what kind of person was he? How do we even know milk is good for us? It's weird. I don't drink milk. That shit nasty.
How many of y'all drink milk? Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Get a little cereal. I'm drinking a little milk, you know what I'm saying? Give me some Cocoa Puffs and turn it into the chocolate milk. Yo, we try that stuff again, I ain't gonna lie. But I can't just drink regular milk though. I gotta get the almond milk. I'm getting that one. I can't just drink that y'all know that milk.
There are scientific studies. The first 10 years of your kid's life are the most impactful. You can literally trace back why people are the way they are to how they were raised the first 10 years. And a lot of it too has to do with the dad. The dad wasn't there, and so they have these wounds from not having a father, or their dad was abusive, and so they have wounds from that. The dad never told them they loved them or that they were proud of them, and so they're always trying to prove their dad wrong, even if they don't know it. I want dads especially to know, like, yo, you got to man up and be there for your kid, especially early. This is not, let's build the business while they're young so we can enjoy it later. The time is actually now to imprint on your kids. If I know that that age of life is so vital, I need to do everything possible to imprint on them the right things. I have the choice to do that, or the school system can do that. There are scientific studies. The first 10 years.
That sucks, man. Dads don't want to be dads, you know. Stuff. But hey, man, that's how it is. This is how it is for real. Oh wow. That was a slap right there, I ain't gonna lie.
The way we choose to see the world creates the world we see. You are the universe experiencing itself. This life is about pleasure and meaningful experiences that expand your mind. So design a life that resonates with your true self. Embrace your uniqueness and let it illuminate the world around you. Your journey is uniquely yours, and it's your responsibility to make it extraordinary. The way we choose to see the world creates the world we see.
Some of you have monitoring spirits that were sent into your life in order to trigger your trauma and destroy where God is trying to take you, which is exactly why you notice that some people will try to gather as much information about you in order to then use against you and even wish bad upon you so that you don't end up getting to where God is trying to take you. Because the moment that you start feeling and focusing on the pain is the moment that your mind becomes clouded and you no longer see the bigger picture. Some of you have monitoring spirits.
Why is it so important to grow your own food? What do you think they're doing to the food and that you had to grow your own?
They're contaminating the food. They're bioengineering the food. They're gene splicing the food. If you don't grow it, you can't trust it. What they're doing is they're genetically modifying the food, because when you eat genetically modified food, it genetically modify your DNA. The best way to control anybody is by the food, because food is essential for life. You got breatharianisms where these are brothers that eat once a year and that's thriving out here. What do? They spray insecticides, pesticides, herbicides all over the crops. Plane fly by every fucking day and drop chemtrails on the food. Well, he's spraying these coats around your fruits, saying it's preserving it more, but when you get into it, it's gene tampering technology in these appeal sprays.
Why is it so important to grow your own food? What do you think they're doing to the food?
If I could grow my own food, man, I'd be happy for real. That, like, man. Like, we really need to get to that point. Like, it's about to be 2025, man. We gotta grow our own food at this point, for real. The fruits will be messed up. You get a watermelon, it's doing all type of dances, it's just juice coming out. Like, come on, really? Like, it's really that time, y'all. We really gotta, if you haven't already, start doing your research on how to do that, for real.
You thought that hockey, that the puck was the only thing black in hockey. But guess what I got for you? Show us Colored Hockey League, please. We need to show this.
It says here the Colored Hockey League was hockey's first organized league in 1895.
1895, black African Canadians created hockey. Show the photos, images. There's a book called Black Ice that this white dude wrote.
Yeah.
And it's the history that they hid in Canada. Black history. Black hockey players in the 1800s.
Crazy.
And they never said shit. And it was in Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
Nova Scotia. Now, Nova Scotia, after the war, they had Africaville. Canadians created an Africaville. They don't have it anymore. They got rid of, they pushed Africans out because, a lot of people come out of Nova Scotia. Now, the first black hockey player that went to the NHL, to the Boston Bruins, was from Nova Scotia. His name was Willie O'Ree.
Okay.
Show Willie O'Ree real quick. Willie O'Ree was the first black player in hockey from Nova Scotia. The same area that black people discovered hockey, created hockey. Now, The Rock's father is from Nova Scotia. Wow. You thought that the puck was the only thing black in hockey. But guess what I got for you? Show us Colored Hockey League, please. We need to show this.
It says here.
I just watched a video about why Indian women cut their hair and what they used to do with the hair when they cut it. It was to get rid of all the bad things they were going through, experiencing, because it felt like it just brought all this bad energy to them. So they would cut their hair. And when they cut the hair off their heads, they would burn it until, check this out, they found out us like to wear that type of hair. So they decided, this is a video I seen now, okay? Don't jump down my back because I ain't rocking that hair anymore. This is all me and it grows fast. I have inches. But anyway, they started making the hair into wigs. And my people and, other people too started going crazy. They seen how much money they can make off this hair. So yeah. All that hair, beautiful hair, they would cut off their heads because they thought or felt like it brought bad energy. They made into wigs that you're now wearing on your head. That's why even with this, all this like frizz on top of my head, my hair needs to be tightened up. I just watched a video.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't, like, if I feel like I have bad energy on my hair or something, I wouldn't cut it. I'd probably just do a deep clean, you know? This is like, it takes a long for like your hair to grow, especially my hair. I'm not gonna lie. It took me a while, so I don't know about all that cutting off. I probably wouldn't do that. I just do like a deep clean, and I'm pretty sure that would work too, right? A deep clean.
To practice semen retention for long periods of time, you want to keep your body cool. Semen is fire element. S3X energy is fire, passion. And so therefore, we want to keep our passion cool, not destroy our passion, not suppress our passion. This is not about suppression. It's about controlled expression, expressing your creativity, your passion, the things that you want to go after in life. You need that fire to do that. If you're depleting your fire over a screen or over some, Haktua girl or something like this, like people are going nuts over, you're essentially depleting your passion, your fire, your creative power for the things that are important to you. What's important to you? Increasing your wealth, increasing your love, having a loving relationship, being a leader, developing yourself as a man, knowing God. Semen retention requires coolness. To practice semen retention for long periods of time.
Just shut the fuck up. If you're not gonna work, if you're not gonna help, do not complain about what ain't happening. Because you could be doing that. Just shut the fuck up. If you're not gonna work.
He meant that. I ain't gonna lie, that was funny.
The most important lessons that you can learn about spirituality from X. Listen. So if you don't know, he was very spiritual and he read a lot of books about the occult, spirituality, and just personal development, right? There's even a video of his mom breaking down the collection of books of spirituality that he had. So first, realizing that everything is energy, and you got to screenshot this Tesla quote. Just trust me on this. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Now, what does that mean? I'm going to say a lot of things in here that I go into way more depth on my free community, the Cato Click. First, let me ask you a question. When's the last time that you woke up really excited, purposefully programming yourself to be grateful for life? When you look at these expansive, higher emotions, these are all love, joy, gratitude, positive emotions. Down here is closer to survival. So we have all these emotions for a reason. But when is the last time you woke up and purposefully programmed yourself to feel the emotion of gratitude? When is it? When you program yourself to feel it and actually feel the emotion, that's the energy that you're sending out. You're depositing that energy, no matter what it is. That's what you're vibing at. That's what you're radiating at, that energy. And this Tesla quote literally says that. Your emotion, that's what you're at. If you're angry, you're on a lower, depressed, angry, shameful vibe. Those are lower emotions. It's clear as day. When you feel light and happy, those are positive emotions. I'm telling you, you got to join the Cato Click before it goes paid. It's my community. You're
Jabez Mango Seeds checking in. Look at what we got right here. We got some gigantic. Look at the size of this jackfruit. If you didn't know, jackfruit is actually the fruit that make juicy fruit gum. If you ever tasted it, when it get ripe, that's what it tastes like. But before it's ripe, like this one is green and it ain't like. Notice this one it's kind of soft. This one's ripe. This one's not all the way ripe yet. When it's this way, you can grab it. Look at this. Look at that. You can grab it and you could actually make it tastes like chicken. You can make it taste like chicken, like pulled pork. So I'm gonna go ahead and cook this thing and I'll put you up on it. But in the meantime and in between time, there's all type of seeds in here. I'm gonna grow some more jackfruit trees like this. And let me know in the comments if you know about this jackfruit. Prayers up, blessings up. Jabez Mango Seeds checking in.
All the souls that were alive during Atlantis are alive right now on the planet. It explains all the craziness and the pure evil we see out there. So during Atlantis, the initiation process of evolution was to go from using external means of power and connection, right? All the crystal technologies we heard about from back then. And to start developing the inner spiritual self. They didn't want to do that. So they tried to splice DNA and make themselves immortal, because they did not want to pass the test and do the inner work. Now we see the same thing happening on the planet, right? The obsession with the God particle, The obsession with developing technology is out of control to eradicate anything organic, to loop us back into an old time cycle of development. So this explains everything going on the planet. We're in the stage where we are at the most material. We are meant to crystallize ourselves at the mineral level, which is becoming a crystal body. So what ascension is all about. Now, many don't want to do that. They are trying to hijack and bypass this creation itself, the evolutionary process. Join my course, Ascension Magic. It's on sale for hundreds of topics to fully...
I'm not into religion. I'm into spirituality. I believe there's a God, but I do not believe in any religion whatsoever because I believe religion is dogma, and that religion is all about divide and conquer, and it robs you from being who you truly are, understanding the power is already inside of you. Instead of that, you rely on outside sources, and you keep begging and hoping and wishing and relinquishing your power to outside versus going inside and realizing the true power that's already inside of you. I'm not into religion. I'm into spirituality.
Indeed, man. And I would say don't push your beliefs on to other people, you know. Just let them believe what they want to believe, you know. And if it bothers you, it shouldn't. Because you have your belief, you know. And you wouldn't want nobody putting their belief onto you. So that's how I look at it. But let people, you know, let people be in their own world. Let them just be them, you know, and you just be you. That's how I see it.
So we just discovered another monolith. This one is in Las Vegas. This was the last one we seen, and it was back in 2020. The 8-foot tall hollow metal structure that mysteriously appeared in the middle of the desert, in the middle of nowhere, unexplainably. But these aren't the only monoliths. This one was in Romania. This one was in California. And this one was in Turkey. This one has strange letters on it, and I haven't been able to translate it. So my question is, who is putting these there? What are they made of? What is the purpose? And how did it get put out there? Because the locations of all of these monoliths are far away from roads, and they are in places that cars can't go. And this is a big ass structure. In 2020, whenever we seen this one, it seemed like everything turned up. The pandemic, wars, all that shit. So I'm wondering, is this gonna start some crazy shit like it did in 2020? Or is it just something that's interesting for us to talk about? I don't know. It's mysterious. No one can explain it. They ain't been able to explain the last few. So, yeah. Follow me for more and turn on my post notifications. So we just discovered another monolith.
So that's a strange phenomenon where people are seeing two suns that's in the sky. And you know, some people say that this is a reflection off of the dome. But why are we just now starting to see this? The dome has been there forever, but the two suns have not. Like, what's really going on? And some people are calling the planet X or planet Nibiru is in our orbit. And people got other strange theories about this mysterious planet. Now, I don't know exactly what's going on, but what I can tell you is this is most definitely 1,000% a mystery. And we definitely in some strange times where we're gonna see some strange things start to happen, bro. And am I tripping, or did people recently start to see these two suns? Like, seriously. And I would even go far as to say it was around 2020, 2019 where we started to see this start to happen. But what does this mean? Y'all let me know what y'all think about people seeing multiple suns in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom, and stay tuned.
Did you know that most of the holidays or the holy days that are celebrated in society pretty much have to do with celestial bodies and cosmological events? Let me give you an example. The 4th of July. Did you know that the 4th of July is connected to the brightest star in all the heavens, the Sirius star? The Sirius star is also known as the spiritual sun or the hidden sun or the black sun. But during this time of the 4th of July is when there's a major spiritual alignment that occurs in the skies. So it's not a coincidence at all that we are celebrating America's independence on this time, because the Sirius star is connected to liberation. So now is the time for you to spiritually liberate.
I'm gonna skip this. She's on some real stuff, but man, they gonna get me covered. I ain't gonna lie.
Drinking Fiji water is no longer safe. They just recalled over 78,000 cases, which is about 2 million bottles in total. And the reason why is because they found manganese and bacteria inside of it. Excessive exposure to manganese can cause damage to your lungs, liver, and kidneys. And that's not even all, bruh. This can also cause insomnia, depression, loss of appetite, weakness, headaches, muscle spasms. Bro, what are they trying to do to us? And I always felt like Fiji had a strange aftertaste. Leave a like if you know what I'm talking about.
The affected bottles were distributed in Washington state and sold nationwide online. Customers are advised not to drink the water and return it for a full refund.
So if you have a Fiji bottle, bro, go ahead and return that shit. And I recommend drinking Mountain Valley spring water. And if you can't get that, Evian for sure. But let me know in the comment section which water you drink. And hit follow because I'm dropping videos like this every single day. Love y'all, man. Stay conscious. Drinking Fiji water.
Now the world done ended, and your ops a plumber. Now he done made a triple beam, motherfucking bow and arrow shotgun. It's up. Come here, let me holler at you real quick. Boom! Now the world done ended, and your ops a plumber. Now
That's crazy right there. That's a weapon right there, for real. That is a weapon.
I need y'all to come here and listen, because this morning it was an astrologist influencer who pushed her kid out of a moving car and poked her partner multiple times, leaving blood all over the house, and was allegedly disturbed by the solar eclipse. It's a lot that's going on the surface level, but what's going on with what we can't see? She was talking about spiritual warfare and having your hearts in the right places. You better pick a side and stay strong. And also saying stuff like, wake up because the apocalypse is here. Everyone who has ears, listen. And watch how people downplay this and call this spiritual psychosis, instead of calling it what it really is, which is a spiritual attack. Yeah, she was playing with certain stuff that she really didn't understand. Let me show y'all what I mean. This is the fallen angel that taught men astrology. This coming straight out the book of Enoch chapter 8. And if you in the New Age spiritual community, I advise y'all to read this. Y'all gotta know everything y'all see on the internet ain't to be played with. Now this is a sad case. I'm gonna pray for her family that they find some healing. And if y'all been playing with this stuff too, y'all better start repenting and closing the gates before it's time to collect. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Like or follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. Y'all.
Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired?
Yes.
Well, the remedy for that, the cure for that, is to be yourself. Because being sick and tired only comes when you're trying to be someone you're not.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. Let the tears flow, because when you change your belief, a lot of the belief systems that you have held on to always have to develop a physical component, a chemical component in your body to match what it is you've been holding on to. So when you're willing to let go of a belief, the chemical constituents have to wash themselves out of your body too, and that happens more often than not than through your tears. So let it flow. Feel the relief. Tears of relief. Tears of release.
I've been doing that a lot this month, so thank you.
Be yourself. That's the only thing you actually can be anyway. So you might as well just be yourself as soon as possible, because anything else is too much of a struggle. You can't be something you're not, no matter how hard you try. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired?
Yes.
We shouldn't be eating garlic because garlic is a poison. And so garlic has a
Imagine a world where instead of kicking our children out when they're 18, they come to work with us in our family business. And then when they get married, we give them a house so they don't have a mortgage and a family business so they don't have to find a job. And then we teach them an aspect of the family business so that when we die, instead of just giving them money, we give them a mindset, we give them a skill set, we give them a tool set that they can perpetuate the family's wealth instead of decimating the family's wealth. See, we want our children to leave when they're 18. You know why? Because we're Americans. But the Bible says that then shall a man leave his father and his mother and cleave unto his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh. So biblically, a person leaves home when they get married. Oh, you mean I have to put up with them for that anymore? The reason you have to put up with them is because you didn't train them up. If you train them up, you don't have to put up with them. But imagine that as a world where your children don't have to start from scratch. Imagine if your parents would have set you up so you didn't have to start from scratch. Imagine how much further ahead you'd be. Well, guess what? As my good friend Dr. Sonia always says, you may not come from a wealthy family, but a wealthy family should come from you. Imagine a world where instead of kicking our children out when they're very true.
They actually did a study on a child's brain, an adolescent's brain, after they got done playing 2 hours of a video game. and they compared their brain to an alcoholic's brain.
Yeah.
And it was the same.
What?
Yes, it was the same.
Really? From video games?
Yes. Our brains have not adapted for the amount of stimulus that these pads and these screens and these games are throwing at us.
I could see that because I took a 5-year break from video games,
Yeah.
and the day I came back, I felt like I was so high because all that adrenaline or whatever just
Yeah.
like shooting in my head.
Dopamine.
I literally felt like I was high. Like,
Yeah,
off
yeah. I mean, our dopamine receptors these days are getting they're getting overrun and just worn down.
Yeah.
So it takes more and more and more stimulus for people to become happy. They actually did a study on a child's brain, adolescent's.
3 ways to raise your vibrations. Number 1 is grounding. Grounding helps remove toxic energy from your body and replace it with natural electrons that comes from the earth. So go outside and get that free energy. 2 is meditating. Meditating releases stress, lowers blood pressure, and balances your energy overall, help you sleep better. 3rd is listening to solfeggio frequencies. You can hear these frequencies right now with the link in my bio. It has all the frequencies down to attracting money, sleeping better, and just getting a nice peace in your energy. Peace.
I don't think we think enough about what we're eating, what we're really eating, what we're really ingesting. We don't give enough thought to it. I used to think everything sold in the supermarket, because of all of our governmental agencies that's supposed to have our back. I used to think everything, if it's sold in the supermarket, it's okay to eat. I really thought that way. Do you know how many of us think that way?
Most people, or if they think about it at all.
Think about it at all. Thank you very much. I have a lot of belief in eating food live. I know that is the best food for me to grab hold to, because I know that every time I'm cooking something to certain temperatures, I'm killing the life in that food. Let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. So I would explain to people, I put a salad on your plate so you have some life on your plate, but it'll take you away from clogged arteries and some of the horrible diseases we're faced with today. I don't think we think enough about what we're eating.
Sometimes you don't want to think, you just be hungry. For real. You just be hungry. You just like, man, I'm about to eat that. Especially like watching videos and stuff like that, like health. Sometimes you just gonna indulge in it. It be like that, man. But at least try to detox, try not to overindulge. That's all I say.
What maturing really is, you stop telling people everything. You realize most people don't care and some secretly want you to fail. You start to choose your friends wisely. You understand that you're a result of the people you hang around. If you hang around 4 stoners, you'll become the 5th. 3, expect nothing and appreciate everything. You disconnect your emotions from the outcomes of life. You understand life not gonna go your way. So you start being grateful for the things that do. Number 4, you do your best and trust the process. As long as you're optimistic, patient, and consistent, you're gonna be alright. You start focusing on controlling yourself and not other people. A part of you lets go of trying to focus on things you can't control. So that actually gives you more control on the things that you do have access to. And number 6, you learn to react less. When you control your reactions, nobody can manipulate you, because most people just want a reaction out of you. Over the next 12 weeks, I'm going to be mentoring a handful of my supporters. You'll have personal contact with me, and I'll be teaching you everything you want to know. And all of this right here. DM me the word matrix to secure your spot, because there's only 5 spots left. We're maturing.
This is how you steal people's energy to make a better life for yourself. This is exactly what celebrities do and politicians do. When you do this, you're going to be on a more positive vibe. You're going to be blessed. Good things will happen to you. Now, the first step is you're going to worship Satan. I'm just joking. That's not really what it is. Now, the truth is that what you focus on will grow. Most people go throughout life always looking for the external, and this is going to screw you up in a number of different ways. When you depend on the external for your own validation, you're gone all ways wrong. Now imagine this, all of your energy and all your focus is like water in a bucket. When you fill up that bucket, things start to get better. Your life starts to get better. However, when you start focusing on external things and things that you cannot control and that have nothing to do with your life's purpose and your life's mission, all of these things poke holes in your bucket. Now what you don't know is how to fill up that bucket without any holes. When you remember that the water in this analogy is energy, this is how you're going to use other people's energy to fill up your bucket. When the bucket gets full, your life gets better. The abundance of blessings start coming when the bucket gets full. One of the quickest ways to poke holes in your bucket is wasting hours and hours on these apps. Now think about the opposite. Here's your solution. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm using other people's energy to fill up my bucket. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. Now, in order to have people willingly pour more energy of theirs into your bucket, you have to remember this rule: provide massive value to them. Remember, money, currency, is energy as well. And this is how you steal people's energy to make a better life for yourself. This is exactly what celebrities do and politicians do. When you do this, you're going to be...
The internet is mad at Sam's Club for selling us fake fruit. And it's all because of this video. Watch. So people are claiming because of this video alone that Sam's Club is manufacturing fruit and selling it to us, but it's not actually fruit. But what else could it be? Some people are saying that it's bugs. I'm serious. Some people are saying that it's meat. And some people are saying that it is fruit, but run through a 3D printer. I don't know how that's even possible, but that's what they're saying about this fruit. Now, there are 3D printed meats. So I think that they're thinking now that instead of 3D printing meats, they could do it with fruits and vegetables. And that Sam's Club is actually selling us this instead of the real fruits and vegetables. But what do you guys think about this situation? Let me know in the comments. Like, share, and follow. And this is your Bald News Back.
I'm not gonna lie, I really hate when I get a bad food. It really ticks me off. I'm not gonna lie, man. I know y'all be feeling the same way. Like it make you feel it's like it lower your vibration almost. Like you be ready to crash out. Like you know, for real.
If you don't watch the things you eat will soon eat you. What you eat will determine how you live, how you behave, how you even relate to you. The African have a saying, an angry heart devours its owner. So you better have a good heart for you to live long. So the goal is what? Internal peace. But to reach the goal, we have to eat right. If you don't watch the things...
When you get a parking ticket, you pay it, right?
Correct.
Why?
Because that's what you have to do.
What happens if you don't pay it?
You get in trouble, you lose your license, you get your license suspended, all that stuff.
What happens if you keep driving?
Eventually, they'll find out and you'll get your license suspended. You go to jail.
How are they going to make you go to jail if you say no?
They're going to forcefully...
Violence. So why do you pay the parking ticket?
So there's no violence that happens to me.
Correct. There's not a single law, there's not a single regulation, there's not a single construct on this planet which is not backed by a threat of violence. Anyone who cannot fight or defend themselves can't really have an opinion or a point of view, Aiden. When you get a parking ticket, you pay it, right?
Correct.
Why?
So who knew y'all TV could be hacked and could be recording y'all?
But with this hack, your TV can watch you. Show us how that works.
Can watch you.
So one of the things that we were able to do with the Smart TV platform was actually abuse the browser to the extent that we could actually gain access to the camera that's built into the TV.
Smart TVs
and so what
have
we
cameras?
can prove here is that with a little bit of extra code, we can turn the camera on in your browser.
Wow.
And while this is evident to you right here because we've designed it that way, this is something that we can do invisibly and actually have the camera running behind the web page that you're looking at.
So what this means is I could be sitting here watching TV from my bedroom, and you could be anywhere in the world looking at this image of me watching.
Yep, I could be sitting on a laptop in a cafe in Paris, and as long as I have a network connection, I'd be able to get into your TV and access the camera.
First of all, why is this my first time knowing that a smart TV has a camera in it? Second off, what does my smart TV need a camera for? Third, why isn't this more talked about? And if y'all didn't know, this video's old, so that means smart TVs done got way smarter. Yeah, just something to think about. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this video.
How many y'all got smart TVs?
This is going to blow your mind. If you hook up a synth to a tree, it actually makes noise. And listen to this. The noise is harmonious. It's actually kind of like music. It's not just random noises. It's all in sync.
That tree gotta be at least 1,000 years old.
This is going to blow your mind. If you hook up...
When Jesus says the kingdom of heaven is within,
you are all that is. Everything you need is accessible within yourself. All information, all energy, all knowledge, because you are an aspect of creation, an aspect of God. You understand?
Yes.
So everything you need is accessible within your own consciousness, within your own framework. And that the outside, what you call the outside, is just an illusion. So he was reminding you that the outside is nothing but a reflection. Everything actually is accessed from within. Outside is nothing more than a reflection in a mirror. When you look at a reflection in a glass mirror and you see your face in that mirror, if your reflection is frowning, you don't go over to the reflection in the mirror and attempt to make the reflection smile. You must change the smile on your face. You must change within. But when you do, the reflection will also smile back.
Yes.
That is what is meant by that.
Okay.
You understand?
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you.
When Jesus says the kingdom of
Was the internet created by the devil?
Knowledge
Listen closely.
is the mark of the beast. It's very simple. It says in the Bible, an intelligent man will know the number of man is 666. For whatever reason, humanity wants to believe that the only language that ever existed was the English language. There were a lot of languages that existed long before English. And numbers were invented late in the game of life and literature. It was all symbols, especially coming from Kemet, Egypt. The number 6, the symbol for it, in Latin numerology, is double. What did we used to have to type before they started making it a ghost so you didn't have to acknowledge you were writing 666, 666, 666, 666 all day, all night?
What is it?
No, that's the acronym we gave it. That's the acronym we gave it. It never had a name.
Wow.
It was just www. Somebody invented that World Wide Web shit. Anybody could put a name on something. Why don't...
Was the internet created by the devil?
I just remember because it used to be like www and then whatever address it was, you know. It still got it to this day. www, like, that's crazy. And then it have a what is it, acronym? Damn. So I guess the WW represents the 666. Damn.
I've seen it in the ER. Like, I've seen somebody had a heart attack. No, they had a stroke. And then the family member goes to Church's Chicken and brings him a box of chicken.
No way.
And guess where he had the stroke at? In the parking lot.
A Church's Chicken?
Of Church's Chicken. They had a Wednesday special where you get like 4 pieces for like $2.99 or something like
That's
that.
damn good special.
Listen, he went on break,
Right.
was eating it in the car, had a stroke, and they found him. And so to surprise him, they went and got the Church's Chicken and brought it to the damn ER.
See, people just don't know. They probably didn't even attribute the stroke to the Church's Chicken.
Totally disconnected.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that was probably his celebratory, God saved my life.
Yeah.
I'm going to destroy it. With
And you know, he probably prayed over the food too.
Probably prayed.
Look at
That's
God.
You laughing.
No,
he's right
true.
though. That is sick.
People will pray over their poison. I've seen it.
Pray over their poison. Do y'all hear that? Man, that's crazy. They really doing that. Alright, y'all. That's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. You already know we're gonna keep these videos coming each and every day. Alright. Peace, abundance, prosperity, and good health your way. Make sure you take care of yourself and get outside in that sun, y'all. Get outside in that sun. Cause I know it's been hot too. Been hot. But yeah. I feel like there's hope in my hair a little bit, but yeah. But anyway, all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next upload. Peace. Yo, what's good, y'all? We are back with yet another one. So let's get right into it. It's gonna be a good one.
One of the first things I think everyone should run out and do, they don't have their own natural spring that's tested. Obviously, that's the golden standard. Filter your water. But filter is not just filter, right? Break it down, deconstruct it, because it's virtually all contaminated with something.
Right.
An RO system, reverse osmosis,
Right.
or distillation, and then add some electrolytes back into it. So start there. A few $100, now you have your own water system. Then look at your food. Like obviously, the less takeout, the less ultra processed. So start whole food. And if you can't afford organic or farmers market stuff, there's the Dirty Dozen, the conventional ones that are that little sticker on the fruits and vegetables. If it has 9, if it's not labeled saying organic, and look and say if it's 9, it's organic. If it's 4 or 3, then you're seeing that it's sprayed with chemicals and or could be a genetically modified fruit. One of the first things I think everyone should
I
run.
just hate the fact that we can't even get real fruit sometimes. I really hate that. But anybody that gotta go through that, not being able to get some fresh fruit, that's your birthright, to get some fresh fruit. That's a shame. We can't even get that. That is nice.
About life. It's coming down to revelation. We are in revelation now. But the people them still don't understand that it's we time. It's not racist, it's we time. Everyone should come together and say yes, it's we time. Everyone could have farm, and do a healthy and join to be a unity. But I'm a Rasta man.
Hey, it's Aya, and I have some info. I'm going to be starting my subscription service where you can learn about the health benefits of foods. Here we have the guinea. It's a thing that most Jamaican people eat. We grew up eating it as a child. It has vitamins A and C, and it helps build your immune system. It's also a great source of dietary fiber, which you need in your body. When you subscribe, you can learn about some tropical fruits like this, the guinea. Some quick and easy vegan meals to make on the go. And you can get some behind the scenes on the making of my first cookbook that's coming out this summer. Hey, it's Aya, and
yeah, slept in a little bit today. What time is it, 6:35? Shoot, might not seem like sleeping in, but it's sleeping in for me. I don't know, it's just something about when that sun get up, I be ready to get up and get after it. I ain't playing. I knew I was gonna be at brunch at 1 p.m. today, so I had to stay in the crib last night. I ain't going out back to back to back like I used to. You gotta give your body the chance to replenish, rejuvenate, and recover what you're doing. Just stacking toxins on top of toxins on top of toxins. Golly, that's why you're so toxic. I told y'all the key, man. Choosing yourself is about a healthy, balanced lifestyle. It's not about being a tight ass. Come on now. 80% healthy, 20% fun, 100% happy. What you're doing, find your balance. 1 day a week equates to 14.2%. So whatever you're doing to celebrate your hard work, if it's toxic, make it 1 day a week. That ice cream bucket. Make it 1 day a week. That binge watching that bullshit TV. Make it 1 day a week. You want to rip some shots with your friends and smoke a blunt. Make it 1 day a week. That way, you got 80% of your good choices helping you recover from the 20% fun. Do you get it? This my 1 day today. Shit. So let's get it. Yeah.
Every parent is responsible for healing their child. Remember, you are the reason why they are here in the first place. And remember that their health is a reflection of your health. That babies don't come out with a clean slate of health. Their health is a combination of the mom and the dads at the time of inception, and that includes physical, mental, and emotional. So parents, by doing some self-reflection, it is very simple to figure out what is wrong with your child. But it isn't always easy, and that is because of the lack of information that we as parents have when it comes to what remedies, what herbs, and what things that we can do ourselves for our children. when in reality, it is a lot easier to heal children than it is to heal adults. Adults have had years and decades of programming, so it is very hard to change their ways and their habits. But we control what our children eat, see, breathe, etc. Every parent is responsible for healing their child. Remember, you are the reason why they are here in the first place. And remember that their health is a reflection of your health. That babies don't come out with a clean slate of health. Their health is a combination of the mom and the dad.
My partner and I always go on these hikes, and in this particular hike, I was led to wrap my hair up, put some more weight on me. And as we're on this trail, I see this rock, and as soon as I pick it up, we can feel the energy shift. And this hike is about probably like 3 miles, but carrying it up there, it felt very spiritual because it felt like releasing, ancestral trauma, ancestral burdens that we feel like we have to take on, or anything in life that we have to take on. Like, we don't have to, we can let it go. So me carrying this boulder all the way up there and throwing it into the water was definitely a spiritual release and a spiritual cleanse for me that I didn't even know I was going to encounter that day. But it was a beautiful experience to feel that and feel free. My partner and I always go on these hikes.
All people are suffering. All people are lacking the main thing in the universe, which is love. Love is the binding force within the whole entire creation, within the whole entire universe. In order to live according to nature, you have to live according to love. You're born with love. You have to learn hate. You have to learn judgment because it's not natural to who we truly are. Who we truly are is to be pure. It's to be loving. We're here to help, to make change, to offer life and love. It's about being pure. It's about who you are within thyself. It's the force within that goes within all beings, that gives all beings life. And you choose to put mockery upon, to vandalize, to put destruction upon the rest of creation. All people are suffering. All people are lacking.
Real confidence isn't walking into a room feeling like you're better than everyone else. Real confidence is walking into a room knowing you don't have to prove that you're better than anyone else. It's a freedom granted to you to escape the never-ending race of seeking validation. To understand your own worth and know the achievements of others won't take it away. Confidence has never been about what others are to you. It was always about what you are to you.
Not eating any animals now in 54 years. Never ever taken any supplements in my life. Getting into all live food in 1976, and I was not sick like him and all of these other people. And you could read it, and you could put me to the test. The nerves are supposed to be whacked out. At this, 48 years of no cooked food, no animals for 54 years, no B12. I'm supposed to be a nervous wreck. My brain, my mind should be so forgetful that I can't remember. I graduated from elementary school in 1960 in the name of the teacher and all my buddies and everybody that was in there with me. I'm supposed to have forgotten all of that stuff by now at 77, and not, forgetful. You see grandma and grandpa at home. It's like, if you are eating all sun-fired foods and you're not eating any cooked foods, you're not eating any animals, don't worry about having a B12 deficiency. We are capable of synthesizing and producing that small amount of B12 that we need in our intestinal system if our gut is clean. No cooked food. Cooked food decompose, degenerate. In not eating any animals now in 50.
A lot of women that have anemia, it's not that they don't have enough iron, they're not absorbing it. Some of them don't have enough stomach acid. Without the stomach acid to absorb the essential components from the food, like iron, like zinc, like potassium, magnesium, by the time it gets to the small intestine, it's already faded. It's just going to come right out the colon. That's what happens. You eat something and then it bypasses the entire digestive process and shoots right out the colon, and all the minerals that you're taking is for no reason. So your stomach acid is key. So that's why we do the bitters. A lot of women that have anemia, it's not that they don't have enough iron, they're not absorbing.
That's interesting.
You can admit it. Your fear of being lonely is why you keep the same friends. The friends that don't value hard work. The friends that don't value getting up and trying it again. The friends that don't value self-improvement, personal development, wanting something out of yourself to grow and get to somewhere else. The friends that don't value inspiring each other. The friends that don't value doing something new. The friends that don't value jumping into a different opportunity because you can see a different side of yourself that you've never seen before. And if you want to get somewhere that you've never been before, that you have to see the side that you've never seen before. The friends that don't value that, you stay with them knowing that it hinders you, and you know it's hurting you, but you're staying there. You can admit it. Your fear of being lonely is why you keep the same friends. The friends that
I don't know why, but like hanging out with like a quiet friend all the time, it makes you seem cool.
As the quiet friend, I can tell you that it absolutely makes you more cool because I'm way more picky about who I call my friend. And to me, it's just not an empty statement, you know. So for me to hang with you, I really got to think highly of you, even just to go out my way to talk to you. Because to be honest with you, I like being by myself. You know what I mean? So, you know, when I'm first around a person, I ain't going to have too much to say because I'm too busy reading you. You know, I'm trying to see how you maneuver and how you treat other people, you know, figuring out your character. Then once I deem you good people, oh, it's going to be hard to get me to shut up. You know, I'll be talking all the time. But if we go out somewhere and we around other people that I don't know, oh, yeah, I'm going to be quiet. But when they leave, I'll be talking again. But, I mean, it depends, though. If I'm around them long enough, eventually I'll open up, but not too much.
I don't know why, but like hanging out with like a
I mean, I could literally manipulate a lot of individuals knowing what I know right now. Christmas is this window of epiphany. So from the 25th through the 6th of January, it's this window of time where every day has a very specific thing you're supposed to do. In the wintertime, the earth's soul is more awake, which is why it's cold. That's when the earth goes to sleep and humanity wakes up. So this whole thing flips and you have the liturgical calendar that follows that same path. And inside of Christianity, that liturgical calendar is specifically mapped for us to be able to understand those codes. So if I am looking to gather wisdom, information, understand kind of what my next year is supposed to be and understand the true plan of God, source, all, whatever it is has for me. If I listen in that 12 days and I understand how to take those things in, I can set a practice for myself. And those same 12 days will map to the same 12 months of the year. I mean, I could literally manipulate a lot of individuals.
Sometimes.
Boy, I'm going down. A country that has toppled so many governments in Africa.
Rides and then it gets stuck. I know they be traumatized.
Africa.
I would never get on the
That has led so many coups in Africa and other parts of the world. A country that has killed so many of our leaders in Africa and other parts of the world. The killers of Patrice Lumumba, those who toppled Kwame Nkrumah, those who killed Nasser, those who killed Muammar Gaddafi, today are coming to teach us about democracy.
No, the S on Superman chest is the Kundalini serpent. Superman's whole character is predicated on the Nubians. He's associated also with the Elohim. This is why his name is Kal-El. He's associated with the Elos. Now, the red in Superman's uniform represents Nibiru, and the blue in Superman's uniform represents Sirius, and the yellow is our central sun. His powers is synonymous with the Nubian avatar, being that he receives energy from the sun. We have 5 different melanins, all right? Our eumelanin has what's called melanocytes. Those melanocytes, absorb photon energy through a process called melanogenesis, converting sunlight into energy. The Kundalini serpent is also exactly why the pharaoh wore the snake on the top of his headdress on what's called the Nemes. It's called a Nemes. That's what that headdress is called. It's called a Nemes. And this is why they put the snake on the top of it. It's a representation of the Kundalini energy rising from the root chakra to the crown chakra and actually moving outwardly. This is also what it represents on Superman's chest. And once we receive that Kundalini awakening, we would be activated. We will be powerful. And what's going to power us is the sun. This is what that whole character is based on. They put a lot of symbolic.
You got $1, bud?
Huh?
You got $1?
Oh, no, that's all right.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah.
I figure everybody should have a damn $1. America, you know what I mean? I just felt bad for you. Hey, you ain't poor or nothing, are you? All right. I was gonna say, at least you get a snack or something. Because they do have loss prevention in here, and I wouldn't advise walking out with anything, because they like to tackle and all that stuff. Yeah. God damn it, just take 2, because I don't want to see you walk out here in cuffs. Sure? I play staying on.
He is hilarious, man.
Greetings in Homeless Tribe, greetings. Now we're here for another late night session. Well, I wasn't really planning to go live, but I'm here.
Told me you weren't here. Told me your car went there. I say she probably parked it behind the house hiding for the repo man. What you coming over here, spaghettis or something? What you gonna do with that black banana? Let me get one of them. They good when they that color, when you let them sit out and get that color. You ain't got to peel it. I eat the whole thing. Boy, it's so hot out here. I say, let me stick my head through her window. I ain't want nothing, really, just checking on you. Because I sure hate when people just stick their head through their window and just beg. Appreciate you. I'm over here talking and spitting. Oh, no. I heard somebody say, hey, who is that? You ain't got you a new one over here, do it. Who is that? How you doing, sir? Hey. Oh, you talking about some shit up. That's a new one, ain't it? Oh, y'all finna drink coffee and stuff? He might work at a law firm, because you ain't never drunk no coffee before. Let me shut up. Where'd you go? I was finna say I say that other banana, but I forgot who out here with me. Look at you, just so elegant. You remember that commercial, Folgers commercial? The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. What y'all finna do? Let me shut up. Told me you weren't here. Told me your car went there.
No difference between sugarcane and cocaine. In fact, sugarcane is more addictive than cocaine. You see what I'm saying? So I would say this, fasting. Once you fast or you go on intermittent fasting and you only fast between the hours of 1 to 6, as long as you fasting at least 16 hours a day. Your safe zone is when you get up, don't eat anything, just drink some water or drink some H3O2, which is freshly squeezed juice, right? The moment that the sun is as high as in the sky, which is around 12 p.m., it's called the circadian rhythm. You're supposed to eat with the sun, in the sun. Eat when the sun is the highest in the sky, around 12, and then don't eat nothing when the sun go down. I would say don't eat nothing after 6 p.m. But if you just now get into this, eat with the sun and stop eating when the sun go down. While you doing that, your body is gonna automatically kick itself into a detoxification mechanism. Glutathione gonna start kicking on, opening up something called the NRF2 pathways. This is gonna open up all these different pathways in your cells, and it's gonna start pushing all of those toxins and all of those different receptors out of the body by way of the liver. This is what stops your addiction. There's no difference between sugarcane and cocaine. In fact, sugarcane is more.
Who needs to hear this right now? But whatever's going on in your life, I'm here to tell you, you can make it.
I don't know about that. You don't lie. Him rapping was like, that threw me off. That was trash. I'm sorry. I'm just being real. It was kind of trash. I'm gonna say it.
Another benefit of fasting is this: your body is utilizing fat first for energy. We all eat processed food. I don't care how much organic you buy. You can't get around eating processed food in this modern society. There's things in processed food that is stored in the body as just toxins. It's things that our bodies cannot use for anything beneficial. Those toxins store directly in fat, and fat only. Just like drinking alcohol, is nothing useful your body can do with that. So it stores in fat, and the only way to get rid of it is to burn that fat off. When you're fasting, your body goes directly to that fat and burn that off. This is a natural and the most effective way of detoxifying the body is fasting. Another benefit of fasting is this: your body is utilizing fat.
How long have you been a herbalist?
From 1977. And my age is 141 years old now.
You are 141 years old?
Right now.
So is your medicine make you live so long?
I mean, I have no sugar. I mean, I have no pressure. I mean, I have no heart attack. I mean, I have no pain. I know me farm. I do everything said.
How long did it take you to perfect your formula?
Well, I work with the moon, and the moon is that give you like when the moon is kind of full, and the new moon is try to prepare your herbs, and before the moon full, then you will boil your herbs. So I do soak my herbs, and after soaking them, then I throw them off and prepare them, put them into the bottle and so forth. So I work with humanity. I'm a healer through the power of the Most High. So I heal through the herbs and water. So no matter what the problem you have, there's something in the herbs for you. Because the Most High said, if the leaves of the tree are healing of the nation, so then we must attain ourselves to the herbs, yeah? And the herb will heal us.
How long have you been a herbalist?
So we all remember the
Before, after, before.
That's right.
Estamos grandotes.
Sí, ¿no viste los videos de Hermosillo?
Night is to sleep. Okay.
Okay.
And according to World Health Organization, people who are doing night shift job, their employer has to tell the person that this is a probable carcinogen. मतलब ये जॉब करने से आपको कैंसर हो सकता है.
अच्छा.
Yes. Because cancer cell multiplies faster in sleep deprived people.
Okay.
The body is producing cancer cell every day.
Okay.
Your habits will determine whether the body is killing it or the cells are growing. And sleep is one of the major factor. So 8 hours of sleep has to be there. And if you see 8 hours, it is 1/3 of your life.
And the organization has to tell the employee
yes
कि अगर तुम night job कर रहे हो तो this is a potential risk to your
yes it
health.
is a potential threat. Night is to
I got secrets that nobody knows.
You got $1.
They've been doing it for a long.
well, we all know how we started from sperm cells, right?
Simplest solution is usually the best solution. So the first thing, you need to pee, poop, sweat, and breathe. When you pee, you're eliminating uric acid from the body, but you're also eliminating a lot of toxins. You'll find a lot of heavy metals in the urine because that's a way that the body is getting rid of a lot of the toxins like heavy metals through the kidneys. Sweating is another way that we get rid of heavy metals, but it's also a way that we get rid of a lot of other toxins too. So you sweat through sun exposure, you sweat through the sauna, you also sweat through movement. And when you're moving the lymphatic system, and the lymphatic system is the waste system in the body. It gets rid of waste. It takes in the waste so that the body isn't affected. The simplest solution is usually the best solution. So the first thing, you need to pee.
He might be right. I think he's right. For real. Y'all would just go outside though. Let's just say you walk around in the hot sun, y'all get to sweating crazy. Let me know, cause I do. Yes, that jump.
Lines that we get here, this is our small intestines and our liver. And you can see one side can be deeper than the other side. And the turkey gobbler, this under here, I used to have that as a skinny little girl. Those are your organs prolapsing internally. You're not going to the bathroom enough. And you may think you're going if you're going once or twice a day, but here's the deal. If you're eating 3 meals a day, you should be making 3 times a day. If you're eating 5 times a day, you should be making 5 times a day. If you're not, where did it go and what's it doing? It isn't evaporating internally. Where did it go and what's it doing? What goes in must come out. And if it doesn't, you're in trouble. And those of you going to the bathroom once a week or every other day or even once a day, if you're eating all day long, it's not enough. What's staying in there, it's rotting, it's putrefying, it's making you have stinky breath, it's making you stinky armpits, all these smells and things are coming out of you, especially if you're eating a lot of meat and chicken, because I call that the dead cemetery syndrome. You know, you're walking around with a dead cemetery in here and all these smells are coming out of you. So this is prolapsed organs, you're not going to the bathroom enough. But here's the beauty of everything. Remember I said the body is a self-regenerating organism. So it can all be turned around. So that's the number one thing, the first free thing I'm going to give you today that can change your life as far as I'm concerned, is cleansing and detoxing the body a minimum of 4 times a year. Lines that we get here, this is our small intestines and our liver. And you can see one side can be deeper.
Right before you die, your brain has a surge of activity, causing a type of electrical wave. These waves activate parts of the brain associated with memory and consciousness, and this can continue for up to 2 minutes after death. Now, since there isn't a biological reason for this to happen, some researchers believe that the brain is pre-planned to do this, giving you a chance to recall memories one last time. Right before you die, your brain has a surge of activity.
It's crazy, man. Like, how do like that really? How is that process? You know, you won't know until you know.
On behalf of Amy, I'd like to thank the devil and all the dark lords who
Don't do the devil stuff.
gave her this award
Don't do the
and
devil stuff.
allowed her to feast on the flesh of the innocent.
Thanks, everybody.
Bible says the wages of sin, the result of sin is death. What kind of death? Well, you go out here and you see the cemeteries and you know that people die physically. Yes, we're all going to die. In 100 years, every person in this audience will be dead. Then there's spiritual death. What is spiritual death? Well, spiritual death is where you are alive in a sense, but you're also dead. Why? Because spiritually, your soul, made in the image of God, is separated from God, and your soul keeps crying out for God. And you say, well, if I make a little more money, maybe my soul will be happy. Or if I get a little more power. But the trouble is, you're not happy. Then there's a third death, and that's called eternal death. That's what Jesus called hell. It is separation from God because of our sins. And the Bible indicates that Jesus believed that there was a future world, there was a future heaven, and a future hell.
On behalf of Amy, I'd like to...
Ready, set, go.
Black belt suspects.
No, you didn't.
Ready,
No, you didn't.
set, go.
Black belt suspects.
Black male suspect. Wow.
Better run. Oh shit, you good?
I cannot take that serious. That is too funny. Why would he just throw that on his head like that?
Walmart watermelon gushing everywhere.
So I came downstairs and all of the guts of my watermelon was all over my table, as you can see here. So I guess overnight my watermelon exploded, combusted, and I'm not sure why. So here it is again. The inside looks crazy. It really looks like it is a man-made watermelon. The second watermelon from Kroger that's been doing this. That's what it's called. From Kroger.
I cannot make this up. I heard a whistling sound in the pantry, and then my watermelon exploded like A. Stop eating GMO food. Walmart watermelon.
This is tap water. Today I'm going to show you how much chlorine is in your tap water. That means that it's in your shower water if you do not have a shower filtration system, and it's in your drinking water if you do not have a water filtration system. Here is my clear chlorine test solution drops. I'm going to add about 4 drops to this water. Notice it's already turning a certain color. I'm going to stir this up. You see how it turns a yellowish color? That means that it's chlorine in that water. For the next test, I'm going to show you how quickly chlorine absorbs in your body. This is mimicking when you're washing your hands and when you're taking a shower. Remember, chlorine is proven to cause cancer. It's an endocrine disruptor, causes asthma and eczema. Now I'm going to add my chlorine test drop solutions to it. I'm going to add the same amount, 4 drops. Now I'm going to stir this up. Notice it's not turning the color. Why? Because the chlorine is now in my body. It's in my bloodstream. This is why I say eating healthy and exercising is not enough to stay healthy now, family. You have to take extreme measures to what I'm saying. I'm out.
That's crazy.
Let's smash some chips, soda, Snickers, and... Are y'all sure about that? What you mean by that? I'm just saying, are y'all sure that that's what y'all want to do? You always... Are you sure that's what y'all want to do? Are y'all sure?
You know it's going to hit every time?
Skittles? What you mean by getting Skittles? They got red dot 40 in. Every time. Skittles, bro. Every time. Thirsty as hell, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Coca-Cola. You know what I'm saying? Did y'all know that Coca-Cola is 90% cornstarch and 10% death? Bro, nobody give a damn. Bro, that corn, that shit was running for, bro. Come back here with the Coke. The wisdom getting on my nerves, bro. Let's tripping. Bro, let's hurry up and get some chips for this nigga come. I know. Buzz, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Cheeto pretzel flaming hot. Y'all know this got red dot, right? Red dot. Red dot. Red dot. Red dot. Red dot. Bro, on, nigga. But what you mean? That orange balls, bro. Explain. Hell nah, bro. Your ass finna walk, bro. What you mean? I don't give a fuck. Let's smash some chips.
Boy, still want to know eating chips. It be like that though. You in the Matrix, man. Sometimes you're gonna indulge, you know. Just don't overindulge. That's how I look at it.
I find most striking is the presence of Antarctica on ancient maps, because we didn't discover it until 1820, and yet it's on maps drawn in the 1500s with great detail, which again were based on much older source maps that have now been lost to us. The astonishing thing is the so-called Pinkerton world map. It just shows a hole where Antarctica is. A Wolsey-Wooler world map drawn in 1530 or thereabouts, you find Antarctica is present. Gerontius Phineas map. That map shows Antarctica exactly where it should be. There's Antarctica at the tip of South America, just south of South Africa.
And what did they call it back then?
Well, they call it the Southern Land. And it's larger than it is today, but it was larger than it is today during the Ice Age. Antarctica was a much bigger. Now, what the fuck is it doing on a map drawn in the 1500s, which we know was based on older source maps when nobody knew it existed in the 1500s? To me, the obvious answer is we are dealing with the fingerprints of a lost civilization. That I find most striking.
If a man drank this tea for 2 weeks straight, this is what would happen. In the first 24 hours, you'd notice yourself coughing up mucus from years ago as it loosens phlegm stuck in your respiratory tract. After 48 hours, you'd notice yourself of taking deeper breaths than ever before. After a week, you'd realize workouts seem easier with less breaks to catch your breath. After 2 weeks, you wouldn't even notice yourself in the mirror as your brain would totally see yourself in ways you never have before. They clearly don't want you to know about something that is this good for you. Otherwise, they would sell it at your local markets, but they don't for a reason. If everyone is healthy and at their all-time best, big pharma companies would lose out on tons of money without the need for them anymore. If you want to change your life into something that you never thought is possible, hit the shop button and get this natural.
The proud owner of a little Tesla tower.
Here we go. Fluorescent light bulb still in its package. No wires, no nothing. Nikola Tesla. Wireless transmission of electricity.
Oh. What?
I am now the proud owner of a little Tesla.
How you doing that?
As fellow Disney stars, are you all in a secret Illuminati-like club?
No.
Is it because you can't tell me if you are?
No.
Is that true, Sam?
Inconclusive. Can you imagine?
As fellow Disney stars, are you all in a secret Illuminati?
I don't drink water. I drink rain. The only rain I drink is the rain that falls straight from the sky and it don't touch the ground or any buildings or plants. The only water that's safe to drink is straight from the sky. So put a big old bowl out there. This is free water. They take this water, filter it, boil it, and give it to you in a bottle for $3. You can do the same thing. Collect it, boil it, do what you do to clean it, and drink it. But make sure you collect it straight from the sky. I don't drink water. I drink rain.
The more I study the importance of resistance training and the more I study the importance of doing weights, I started kicking myself for being lazy about that. Because especially as you age, loss of muscle mass can be really debilitating. The technical term for that is sarcopenia. Sarco is the Greek word for muscle, and penia is loss of muscle loss. So as people get older, they tend to lose muscle, and when you do that, you become frail and you lose functional capacity. So now I try to do good 2 strength workouts out of every week. The more I study the importance of resistance training and the more I study.
Let me tell you something. They warn us about not to get too much sunlight, right? But if you want to increase your testosterone by like 200%, sit in the sun. Also, for all the guys out there, stop beating the meat. Also, take a martial art. Studies show that if you put yourself in an environment where it requires the fight or flight to be activated, you automatically increase your testosterone. So if you put yourself in that environment, your testosterone will go up significantly. Think about it. You are activating your natural instinct to fight as a man or as a woman. And no, beating golf is not healthy for you. It only drains you of your life force. As a man, you should be able to harness that energy and put it into something more useful than just beating off into what? A tissue? Let me tell you something. They warn.
If you can hug a tree and tell me you're not happy, then I will be very impressed. There's such a good tree. Look at this. Look at my view right now. It's incredible. Like, I'm just like, wow. Simple things just make people happy. Wealth, no. This is wealth. Yeah? And I do get that I'm not crazy. I know you need money to live in this modern world, but you don't need a lot of it to be happy.
True. That is very true.
At least when you're young. I get older people have responsibilities. I am very fortunate that I just have to look after myself. And I do, by hugging trees. If you can hug a tree and tell me you're not happy.
Things I do every morning that actually improve my health and set me up for having great days. First thing when I wake up, I do not go on my phone. Right when you wake up, your brain is in the frequency of theta waves. That makes you more susceptible to mind programming. So I look at and repeat affirmations instead of random stress-inducing stuff from my phone. I also do mirror work surrounding my inner child. Time is not actually linear the way we think it is. Traumas and emotional wounds we experience as children still live on in our nervous system today. And this is incredibly powerful for your body, mind, and soul. After brushing my teeth, I'll make my hydration elixir. Mineral-rich drink like this is essential for hydration first thing in the morning. I drink it outside getting some morning sun, which is great for hormone regulation. Early sun rays are the same wavelength as red light. So you don't need some expensive red light therapy device. Just catch sunrise or sunset if that's more your thing. I also listen to the birds, which is great for your nervous system. And I meditate and express gratitude for the day. And I jump on my trampoline for like 10 minutes, which is called rebounding. Such an energy boost when I do this. Like, I don't consume any caffeine, guys. It's really good for your lymphatic system. Some mornings I just dance instead, so you don't need to go and buy some expensive trampoline. Then I'll make a protein-rich breakfast, and I try to have breakfast within at least an hour of waking up, which is great for hormone regulation. After that, I go and get ready.
change. What about spinach? Spinach is good. I love spinach. Baby spinach though. Baby spinach. Spinach and kale is some of the most dirtiest greens ever if you're not growing them your own. And then we got to be careful with spinach. And spinach have a lot of magnesium in it. Y'all can just do a scholarly Google on this. Spinach is packed with magnesium and spinach is packed with sulforaphane. But the thing about spinach have an anti-nutrients called oxalate in it. And what oxalate is, an oxalate is a binding chemistry. It binds to calcium. So you see people that eat tons and tons of spinach, they get gout quick or they get arthritis quick. So, I always say choose kale over spinach, because kale not only has a bunch of complex amino acid structures, kale have more protein in it than meat, y'all. Let me say that again. Kale have more, I hate the word protein, but I know y'all can identify with it. Kale have more protein or complex amino acid structures in it than meat. That's crazy. Now,
so do not give to people that's ungrateful. Do not spend time with people that's ungrateful. When people talk about having thankless jobs, they don't understand that that's unhealthy. People talk about getting your flowers, you don't understand that that's healthy when you get your flowers, because it's reciprocation, because it's an exchange of energy. So this is why people get burnt out when they give so much and then they don't get reciprocation, right? And then they feel burnt out afterwards. You feel poor.
Are we low level or high level?
That is true. You gotta make sure yourself is good first. I agree. Can't be giving away too much now.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm having an absolute blast exploring a raw vegan lifestyle. I remember first trying these fiery kelp noodles at this raw vegan restaurant, and I've been hooked ever since. I've finally been able to get my hands on some in stores, so that's exactly what I'm using today. And I was brainstorming for a sauce idea, and I came up with a lemon poppy seed dressing. I've never even had lemon poppy seed dressing, so this was a first for me. And for one of my additions, I decided to use carrots, and I peeled off that skin. I said, no, throw that away. Along with some peppers and scallions. And then for this dressing, it is cashew based, just cashew, spring water, a couple other ingredients. Make sure you guys comment noodles down below if you guys want full access to this recipe and a couple other of my recipes as well. It's super quick, easy to make, and it's full of love. You guys definitely don't want to miss out on this one, and make sure you guys like, comment, and follow to stay updated with the rest of this fast, because it's not over yet. I don't know about you.
We need existential help. You know what I'm saying? So when we start talking about healing people, sick people can't heal people. So it pisses me off when I see all of these fake woke, still on dope, still broke, leading people to these places that they led themselves. But it's like they have so many self-evident examples and proof and testimony to the fact that they are poor, destitute, and abject. That's exactly where they led themselves. And they're so focused on aggrandizing their ego. It's called self-aggrandizement. I'll say this, I never did any of this for self-aggrandizement. You can listen to all of the videos, you can listen to what I tell my clients all the time. I don't care about me. I don't need to have a face. I don't need to exist. We need existential.
Called melanin. It's what everyone is concerned about in the world. It's what they have a meeting about every 3 to 5 years. Germany, Italy, France, the U.S., they meet every 3 to 5 years and have a melanin convention and discuss the latest research in melanin. They have never invited a black scientist to that meeting in history. So we have had our own melanin conferences where we discuss this information involving melanin. Melanin is commonly associated with the pigment that causes your skin to be brown. So we figure that that's what melanin is about. But it's a little more than just the pigment that makes your skin brown. It's what we call a chemical key to life. The more melanin you have, the more civilized you are. The more melanin you have, the more psychic you are. The more melanin you have, the more information your brain can store. The more melanin you have, the faster the nerve transmissions are. The more melanin you have, the more sound you absorb in your ear, so you hear the full range of sound. No other race can do that. The more melanin you have, the more color you can absorb in your eyes. That's why your eyes are brown. You actually see the full color. Called melanin. It's
How it would look if food labels were honest. Part 2. Red 48. I used to drink at least 1 or 2 every day after basketball practice in high school, and then I'll just have crazy indigestion and shit. I never knew why, but like now I know. Eating through the pain. They changed the chemical structure of salt in 3 different ways and put them all in this to make them addictive. What's crazy is they actually lost a lawsuit and they actually got sued because they had artificial fruit in a natural drink. Let go of your health or let go of that ego. This shit has no nutritional value. Hey, these things go dumb if you know how to make sliders with them, but the 32 ingredients, insane. Do not eat those. This is not your healthiest choice. You can eat 3 bags of these and still be hungry. Chips decoy. 3 types of sugar in 1 cookie is crazy. Then you got the flop tarts, and the icing is made out of pig bones. There's artificial ingredients everywhere, and we all get the munchies. So if you want to know what and what not to eat, just like I said,
We all get the munchies. Come on, man. Sometimes you want to eat the, do not eat those. Sometimes, you know.
16, 17, 18, 19.
3 things I wish I knew before I was 28. Don't you go broke trying to look like everybody that's broke. Yeah, they might have the latest fashion on, but their latest bill ain't paid. Number 2, having your bills paid is underrated. As an adult, I will sleep in my bed all day as long as my bills are paid. Food in the fridge, oh yeah, I'm in the house. And number 3, nobody's actually impressed by the shit that you're doing to impress everybody. Relax, take it easy. That you're stressing over the wrong thing, sis. 3 things I wish I knew before I was 28. Don't you go broke trying to look.
Gym motivation is hard. I know you talking shit about niggas that don't got gym motivation because you definitely cheating yourself. If you say you're gonna get up to go to the gym and then all of a sudden you don't, you fall off.
Yeah.
How you feel about, you know what I'm saying, cheating yourself and going to work out and doing your thing?
You know what you're doing. How you do anything is how you do everything. And if you telling yourself you're gonna go and don't go, that's gonna reflect in every area of your life where you don't hold your word to yourself. And if you don't hold your word to yourself, you don't hold your word to your woman, you don't hold your word to your kids, and they know it and they see it because they saw you say you was gonna start working out and you didn't. They saw you say you was gonna cut this out and you didn't. They saw that you said you was gonna start this business and you didn't. Right? So now you looking faulty and you're setting a poor example for the people you're supposed to be leading. So it started with self, but it's to be an example to everybody else. You get what I'm saying? So the fitness, yeah, the byproduct is a nice body, but it's about the mentality that you build by having to do something hard every day, by doing something that's not easy, but you do it any day consistently for a long period of time. Everybody want to know how to make some money or get some gain, but guess what? If you don't have the habits, the discipline, the consistency to do something over and over again for a long period of time, I could give you the best business plan. It don't matter. You're going to fuck it off because you don't have the habits and the discipline to do it. And most people, they want to jump to the next thing. Let's get your habits right, your discipline, your consistency, starting with working out, starting with discipline and what we put in our mouth every day. Once you master that, then you can master outward things. But nobody wants to master themselves first in that way. That's why I think it's so important. It's not about the fitness. That's not why I do it. It's about the mindset that affects everything.
Gym motivation is hard. I know you talking shit about niggas that.
Shit's getting weird. Part infinity. Listen, I know you're supposed to do that. I get it. You're supposed to carry your bear mace, your bear spray, and you're supposed to use it if you come in contact with a bear. I always just think about the animal, bro, especially because the animal's in his crib. So in my mind, when I saw this, I was like, bro, imagine getting pepper sprayed in your own house. Imagine getting pepper sprayed in your kitchen, bro. Somebody just walks in and is like, tss. That's actually crazy. If you think about it that way. Yeah. Because the bear is living his life in his habitat. And you're in there with the camera. And then the bear says, who are you? And he gets pepper sprayed? Insane. Shit's getting weird.
So that bear has every right to come back and do whatever he want to do for real. Dang, imagine that though. You in your own house, somebody just pepper spray you like.
Don't wake up in the morning and not know what you have to do. Have a checklist. So you don't have to spend energy thinking, what am I supposed to do today? You already know. You planned it yesterday. Now you can just get into action. Because if you're sitting there, oh, what should I do? Okay, maybe I should do this right now, or maybe I should do that right now. Now you're having decision fatigue about what you're going to do, and you may not even do anything. You may waste time. Have a direction for your day. Have a structure for your week. have a day where you rest. Saturdays is rest for me. Saturdays I go into the city. Saturdays I go to cafes and I write. Saturdays I meet up with random people and just have lunch, catch up with people. I do that every single week.
I don't believe in 50-50 in relationships because my money is your money and your money is my money. When I'm up and you're down, I got you because I know when you're up and I'm down, you got me too. It's a partnership. We share everything. It's 2 in 1, baby. I don't believe in 50-50 in relationships because my money is your money.
8 years caffeine free, bud.
Pardon?
8 years caffeine free.
About 5 minutes caffeine free.
Yeah. I know denial was a huge part of my struggle personally.
I don't struggle with anything. I'm 50 years old, life is short, and I do what I want, when I want, and how I want.
Yeah, if drugs are going to be a part of it, I guess that is your decision. But to your body, it's not loving.
Can I help you with something?
Well, I'm trying to help you.
No, I didn't ask for your help.
We all have things we can work on. I know.
So
I
I'm
definitely.
gonna ask you to move on down the line. Will you please?
All right.
Oh, I don't need your cash, trust me.
I just wanted to contribute towards the caffeine there.
No, thank you.
All right.
Hello, my healthy friends. Have you seen this video? This is Dunkin' Donuts. This is absolutely unbelievable. I cannot believe that they are keeping their establishments so filthy. I would like to know your thoughts on this video. Are you still eating at Dunkin' Donuts? And if you enjoy videos just like this one,
because they eat all that meat. The reason that blood type O has less heart disease is because their body is designed to eat meat. So when blood type A eats meat, this is why y'all cholesterol be high. This is why y'all be having these issues. Okay? So, vinegar makes your blood thick. It makes your red blood cells swell. Oranges, dairy foods, distilled liquor, and guar gum. Okay? What's causing your bacterial overgrowth? White potatoes and sweet potatoes. Black pepper, navy beans, oranges, kidney beans, lima beans, whey protein. See, if you were vegan, you would be eating all these things. Oh, I can't eat meat, but I'm going to eat potatoes. I'm going to eat lima beans because they eat all that meat.
12-foot Burmese python. We know doing it like this. Smoked to perfection. Look at that color. Look at that color.
It's a snake.
Well, we can smoke anything around here.
Somebody just asked if our hair oil is useful against scalp psoriasis. And I'm here to tell you, oh yes. It's one of the main things that this was created for, was inflammation on the scalp. And I love this review by Monica right here. She says that in the first use, it calmed the redness and the inflammation. And that's because when I made this formula, I added in a couple herbs to target specifically that. The first is nettle leaf. Now, nettle leaf is not only high in minerals, but it's also great against your lymphatic system. Not just internally, but also externally. It's a very cooling herb, so whenever you have inflammation internally, it's very common to see people drinking it. But I like to put it on topically as well. Next herb is red clover for the same exact reasons. Very high in minerals, but also great against inflammation, not just inside but outside. So they'll help combat the redness, the dryness, the itchiness, the inflammation. Somebody just asked if our
When the Bible says the lack of knowledge, my people perish, because the lack of knowledge and awareness of yourself and your disconnect from nature, which is your source, you're perishing. Take a look around. Most of y'all is perishing because you get up every single day and you continue to eat the garbage food that's killing you. And then you take the information from the same institutions that program you to try to use that to defend your habits and your lower desires that's killing you. Like when you come on here and you keep telling me, oh bro, no, you're wrong, bro. You need protein, you need animal protein and blah, blah, blah. Where did you get that information from? You get it from the very same people that's programming you. You see? And because you also suffer from this mass level of cognitive dissonance, it's like you get defensive against accepting new information because it goes against what makes you comfortable. You see, that's also a programming. That's also like a defense mechanism that they've set up inside of your subconscious mind to keep you binded, you see, within the framework of how they program you to think for the rest of your life. And you're not even using your sense of observation, which is naturally endowed to you, to look and make sense of reality and be like, okay, if I've been doing this for such and such a time and I did not improve, obviously that's not really contributing to my growth, because okay, I've been eating this food, I've been living in this kind of a way for such a long time, but nothing great have come of it. I haven't experienced nothing greater within myself, no greater levels of unfoldment. When the Bible says the lack of knowledge.
These are 4 things we should not have to pay for. For number 1, water. I still don't understand why we gotta pay for this. Water literally comes from the sky, and water takes up 71% of the earth, meaning this shit is abundant. So why are we paying for water bottles full of microplastic? And on top of that, if you don't pay your water bill, it's getting cut off. With this much water, bro, that shit don't make no sense. For number 2, you gotta pay to drive on the road. It's already bad enough you gotta pay for gas, insurance, car note, but now you're gonna slap a toll fee on top of it. I still don't understand why we gotta pay for this, but hey, bro, it's a capitalist country. For number 3, fruit and vegetables. This literally comes from the ground and was put on earth for us to eat, but instead we gotta pay for it genetically modified. They literally spray the fruit down with pesticide and chemicals, then sell it to you and tax for it. And that's why people say it's expensive to eat healthy. Whole time it should be the most abundant and cheapest thing to eat. Leave a like if you agree. And for number 4, your check. You literally gotta pay to get paid because your money gets taxed. Then you get taxed again every time you buy something. Imagine how much money the government is making off of one person. This shit sound like a scam. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. And if you agree, then hit follow because I'm dropping videos like this every single day. These are
This is scam matrix. That's what I'm gonna call it, scam matrix.
93-year-old man teaches people how to live long.
It's going to hold their body up sideways.
I want you to count to 1, and I'll have these keys up before you count to 1.
Yeah. Ready, set, 1. Listen.
His balance at 93.
93 years old.
Now, only reason I'm existing in this world is because I found a reason to live. And God gave me the gift of never being sick. I never have no pain. I don't suffer from nothing at 93. Dang. No pains at all. First time I entered the hospital was at the age of 90.
They say certain foods keep you living long.
You hear what you do. You try not to eat food that comes in a can. They got all kind of chemicals in it to preserve it. Then you must not eat meat all the time, because when you eat meat, the meat has veins in it.
Ooh.
And what runs through a vein? All the poison in that human being body.
Right.
So when you eat meat with veins in it, you eat that animal poison also.
Wow.
And the body can kill you.
93-year-old man teaches people how to live long.
Dang. Meat is really like that's crazy. And it's the only reason why it's good is because of the seasoning. It tricks you, like, for real.
When you do not accept your shadow, you don't accept the dark traits of your character, the negative thoughts that you have. You tend to cast your thoughts onto other people. This is the nature of the ego. You cast your shadow into other people for them to enact your shadow. But you see, you don't escape it because they enact your shadow on you. Or it is your shadow. Understand, the shadow is the same thing as the mirror. It's the lower version of the mirror, the dark version of the mirror, while the mirror itself is just the light version of the shadow. The 2-dimensional self, and then there's the 3-dimensional self. So it's as above, so below. It's the lower self, and then the higher self. And then all together is you in the center. What happens when you cast your shadow onto other people? It's like dark telepathy, family. Instead of accepting your own thoughts, you give them to other people through the collective consciousness, through the hive mind. You basically say, they must be thinking like this. That must be them. In modern times, they call this the ego. Specifically, projection is one of the traits of the ego. But spiritually, it would be casting your consciousness to another vessel, for consciousness is the breath of life that creates the entire universe. Remember, you don't just perceive the universe, you actually create it through your consciousness. Casting your shadow onto somebody is casting your...
Did you know that type O blood was originally called type 0 blood because, well, there's 0 AB antigens on the surface of those red blood cells. However, someone misread it, and now we all just call it type O blood, which I guess you could call a typo. Did you know?
Let's all understand one thing. We all weird
in our own little ways. It's actually a beautiful thing. Because I believe our weirdness is closely related to our superpower. So to you, weird one, embrace your weirdness because it makes you who you are. And to you who calls people weird, probably the weirdest one of all because you're worried about somebody else instead of yourself. Let's all understand one thing. We all weird in our own little ways. It's actually a beautiful thing because I believe our weirdness is
95% of diseases are nutritional. Only 5% are gene-based.
95% of diseases are nutritional.
Nutritional and lifestyle. So only 5% are actually based on your genetics. And those are the rarest diseases. It's not hypertension. It's not diabetes. It's not even most of the cancers. It's not breast cancer, prostate cancer, colorectal cancer. None of the cancers that you would think of. 95% of
Why is this man wearing a swim cap? Gotta watch the video to find out about that. And while you do, I'm finna take you to your peak. This salad right here came straight from the Greeks. First you need olives, make them dark like me. You could get them pitted or you could take out the seeds. It's like Christmas in a bowl, health like Munyon. Tomato cucumber, can't forget the onion. Man, you know you gotta mix them in. More greens you eat, it'll have your skin glistening. Greek salad got bell peppers, but I barely eat those. Had to do it my way, I added jalapeno. If you don't share this video on the homies, you a hater. Your food probably unseasoned, cause you really ain't got no flavor. They be paying me to talk health on podiums. You wanna retain water, you gotta have sodium. But of course in moderation, too much meat and seasoning, it cut off your circulation. Boy, I'm on my concentration, making modification. Food is what we need to heal, that's the real medication. Sunlight, exercise, then you add some meditation. Everything you do, will be feeling like greatness. Oh yeah, about that swim cap that I added, don't worry about that. Just go and eat a salad. Why is this man wearing...
This is where we draw the line in the sand when it comes to these fake veneers. Because no way you decided to paint somebody's teeth with the same nail polish you painted your nails with. Acrylic veneers is absolutely abominable. And then how you supposed to get this off your teeth? Nail polish remover? Like, I'm actually flabbergasted because you sitting up here fouling somebody's teeth like a big toe is diabolical. And I thought nail polish remover was highly toxic. And now you put it in your mouth 24/7. Like, gang, now every time you yawn, it smell like the nail shop. And for everybody out there that want veneers but can't afford them, just don't get them until you can actually afford them getting done properly. Like, imagine you eating some nuts, no deviation, and a paint chip, and you eat it. And this worse than people that's going to get the fake veneers, leaving their teeth rotting, now their breath smell like a twerk fest. Cause I don't think somebody can come back from that. Acrylic veneers, diabolical. Y'all let me know in the comments though.
Yes, it actually do matter if you post because we're in a spiritual war. And anyone with accurate knowledge, wisdom, and understanding who allege that they have accurate knowledge, wisdom, and understanding basically should be willing to contribute to the Great Awakening. So what if there's multiple realms? This realm is the most tumultuous. This realm has the most calamity. I personally believe that we would elevate the frequency of the planet a lot faster if everyone that had accurate right knowledge actually got in front of the camera, said forget ego, and was willing to actually speak their truth. With all due respect, mentioning other realms is simply a cop-out to not actually have to address the issues in this current reality that we're in now. Yes, it actually do matter if you post because we're in a spiritual war. And anyone with accurate knowledge, wisdom, and understanding who allege that they have accurate knowledge, wisdom, and understanding basically should be willing to contribute to the Great Awakening. So what if there's multiple realms? This realm is the most tumultuous.
Excuse me, cancer fighting fruit that probably tastes better than any candy you've ever had. Let's talk about it. Soursop has been trending for a hot minute now, but I'm sure there's people that still have not heard of it, and you need to get your hands on some. I finally was able to find it in stores, get my hands on some, and let me tell you, this Liberty thing was like $16 plus. But please do not let that discourage you from purchasing one. It's loaded with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, fiber. It helps with the digestive system, and like I said, it has cancer fighting properties. I encourage you to use your own discernment and do your own research. I'm not saying that this is going to cure you of all your diseases, but it's definitely a lot of health benefits to it. Excuse me, cancer fighting fruit.
Now, I'm not gonna cap. I done seen a lot of stuff, but I ain't ever seen a cat dog crawfish. Like a Siamese crawfish is absolutely crazy. Maybe this is a side effect of humanity's radiation to the water or pollution. Now we have mutant crawfish that people are spotting in the wild. And you know, I just got so many questions with this though.
This was crazy.
And you know, it's like,
This gives you the best shit of your life.
Finally, it's back in season. The Jamaican corkscrew. It'll flush you out of parasites. It'll flush you out of pus. And it's going to clean and scrub the inside of your gastrointestinal tract, your gut. Remember, say your gut is your second brain. So your gut biome is going to be operating smoothly by way of this plant right here, the Jamaican corkscrew.
This gives you the best shit.
Well, what do we have here? We have Nestle and we have Oreo. 8 days in. Still haven't really melted all the way. This kind of looks a little gelatiny. This is your reminder, man, to cut this junk food out. My wife and I both lost almost 100 pounds apiece by cutting out crap like this right here. It's no good for your body. Talk about the brain fog clearing when you cut this kind of garbage out of your diet. Trust me, man, y'all won't regret it, dude. Well.
Yeet's demon tattoo is a sigil. This is how you're going to make yours. This tattoo right here spells out Yeet and it's locked in a box. It's a sigil. A sigil is a symbol considered to have magical power. Here are some examples of sigils. It's used in chaos magic. Chaos magic basically teaches that the world as you perceive it can be changed by your beliefs. Here's another example, Led Zeppelin sigils. And here's a really popular sigil. So the way that he crafted his sigil, it literally spells out his stage name, Y-E-A-T. In order for a sigil to work, you have to charge it with your energy. And basically, your subconscious deals with images and symbols better than other things. I made a sigil right here from my song Drop. And I swear to God, I had somebody reach out to me and say that they were listening to this song Drop while they were working out and that it put them in a trance. Yeet's demon tattoo is a sigil. This is how you're going to make yours. This tattoo...
Fall. You are strong, child. But I am beyond strength. I am the end. Fall.
And so I started to cultivate myself, and I wanted to grow. I wanted to keep growing. That's even why I'm even here right now, right? So I try to engage in the things that allow me to grow and expand my mind and expand my consciousness, and just to keep myself in a more resonant energy of love, basically, because that's the energy that I thrive in, you see? And I've discovered so much from that point up until now, from even the fasting. I just came off a 40-day fast, right? And a person asked me the other day, like, yo, why are you even fasting for 40 days? If you're healthy, why are you even fasting? And it's like, they don't understand. I fast because I want to continue to allow myself to grow and break away from lower desires. And so it's like, whatever I learn on my journey, I come to share it with the tribe, or I come here to share it with you, because guess what? I also have that understanding and that connection to realize that we're all going through this human experience together. Like, we may not know each other personally in real life, but that doesn't really matter, right? We breathe the same air, don't we? We have a mind, body, and a spirit, and we're all, you know, an expression from the very same source. So I'm just literally another version of you. You're just another version of me, but we're all connected. So I'm bringing back all the information that I learned on the journey, and I'm sharing it with you to say, hey brother, hey sister, okay, so this is what I learned.
Alright, y'all, another one in the books. I'm gonna go ahead and end it off right there. Send peace, abundance, prosperity, and good healthy way. Make sure you take care of yourself and get you some fruit in for today. Alright. If the weather's nice, get outside in that sun. With all that being said, I will see you guys in the next upload. Peace. Oh, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to another one. This is gonna be a great one, so stay tuned and let's get right into it.
The new Arby's commercial is totally wicked. How many more warnings and symbols you need to see before you start awakening? A new world order is being established. I know you heard about the Project 2025 agenda. If not, you need to read up on that ASAP. Doesn't it say in scripture that Satan is the prince of the air, the god of this world, according to Ephesians 2:2? Where is he projecting the blue beam false light? In the air. Where is radiation coming from? In the air. Y'all need to start awakening the mind. Get in tune. What's going on around you? I'm about to roll the clip, so I need you to listen and pay attention. Look. The order was established in 1776. The Roman numerals that's on the back of your dollar, that's the New World Order. The three M's. Read between the lines, please. I can't say it on here. Adam Weisfont. Look him up. Adam Weisfont. Order out of chaos. Have y'all seen the new Arby's commercial? It's totally...
This comedian exposes what your favorite athletes and celebrities do behind the scenes.
You know, let me tell you something about celebrities. Let me tell you something about some big sports stars. If you honestly knew what some of your favorite big superstars really did behind closed doors, if you knew what your favorite late night talk show host did behind closed doors, if you really knew what your favorite radio star, TV star, newscaster truly did behind closed doors, none of us are perfect. We all do weird things. We're all freaky and weird and crazy. But if you knew, you wouldn't follow half the people. You wouldn't listen. And I tell you what, I put doctors on that list. I put CEOs on that list. I put the everyday person on that list. People
Expose
are
them
wrapped
all.
up watching the news, listening to their stars, because that's the way you've been programmed your whole life. We're still in the Roman Empire, baby. Feed them and entertain them just enough, and we shall control them through fear. And they will do whatever
Stay
we
weird.
want. We have a dictatorship.
This comedian exposes what your favorite athletes and celebrities do behind the scenes.
Are you making banana pudding?
Yes, I am. Come to the church tomorrow.
Come to the church tomorrow?
Mount Zion AME Church on
Okay.
Melrose Avenue, 11 o'clock.
So can I come for banana pudding and can I also get prayed for?
Yeah, prayed for and banana pudding. Hey,
Okay,
how
cool.
about
All right,
that?
well, give me a quick prayer right fast too.
Father God, in the name of Jesus, we come before you, Lord. Bless this young brother. Lord, bless all his hands go to touch. Use him for kingdom building. Make everything be all right for him. Let him know that everything is going to go his way. We thank you and we praise you for meeting this brother. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. I'm the pastor.
Oh, you the pastor?
I'm sorry, yo.
Oh,
That's
well,
funny
do me
to
a
me.
favor, because you know they say every good pastor pass on the blessing. Let me get $20, and I give it to you tomorrow when I come to church.
$20.
We ain't doing that.
We ain't doing
We
that?
ain't doing
All right.
He really talking about, let me get $20. Nah, this dude Calvin is too funny, man.
Teach your body just for 15 minutes a day what it would like to feel gratitude, what it would be like. And our data shows that you take someone to do that for 4 days, 3 times a day. They make a immunoglobulin called immunoglobulin A. It's your body's natural flu shot. It's the greatest immune chemical we have. 50% increase in 4 days. Where is that chemistry coming from? They're not taking anything. It's coming from within them, right? You could actually program your autonomic nervous system to make a pharmacy of chemicals that causes growth and repair to happen in the body. And that's exactly what we're discovering. And when you change your state of being like that every day, get ready, because you're going to start having synchronicities and opportunities and coincidences and weird things start happening in your life to prove to you that you're actually the creator of your life instead of the victim of your life.
Absolutely.
Teach your body just for 15 minutes.
So when was y'all gonna tell me that they have jetpacks? In the video that y'all seeing behind me is a jetpack paramedic in Romania. Yep, and this jetpack can go up to 85 miles per hour with several jets attached to it. And they've been developing these since 2018. But you know, this has me wondering, if this is what they showing us, just imagine what they're not showing us.
Exactly.
Achoo! Not only do they have jetpack paramedics, but they also have jetpack delivery drivers. I cannot make this up.
That's kinda cool.
Welcome to the future. And all I have to say is where can I buy this? I need this right now. Because I will break the bank to pull up in a flying tank. It's crazy. We real life got jetpacks. But y'all let me know what y'all think about them creating actual jetpacks in the comments. Like or follow for more wisdom.
I'm not gonna lie.
Make sure y'all share to
That
somebody that does not know. And remember, if y'all want the sauce on how to...
I'm not gonna lie. That would low key be fun. Like being a pizza delivery guy and you could just fly around like Iron Man. Come on. I'd do that. That's kind of cool. For real.
Have you ever wondered why celebrities like Beyonce, Jay-Z, Kim Kardashian, and Leonardo DiCaprio flock to Michael Rubin's White Party each year? A seemingly innocent event. But what if there's a hidden agenda behind it? Could it be that this lavish gathering is a covert meeting place for the elite, discussing plans far beyond the scope of public knowledge? The guest list is tightly controlled, the location shrouded in secrecy until the last minute. And why all white? Is it just a dress code? Or does it symbolize something deeper? Perhaps a ritualistic uniform for a secret society? Some speculate that it seems like a bunch of white billionaires are using it to control their slaves. What really happens behind those pristine, guarded doors? You be the judge. Don't forget to follow and keep our content alive. Have you ever wondered why celebrities like Beyonce...
You know, when you have deja vu, you can create conditions to create results. And the way that I would increase my intuition, I'd create a condition to create a result. And that condition was, you just imagine talking to yourself yesterday. So it's almost as if when you wake up the next day, the future version of you is sending you energy. You're creating a loop. Energy is information. And energy can move through space and time while we move through time and space. I don't fully grasp it, but I've experienced it. You know, when you have deja vu, you can create conditions to...
Y'all know how, like, since 2020, a lot of people have been saying they don't feel like they are living in reality? Like, it feels like a game, like a virtual reality. Because I know I've been feeling like this as well. Then my daughter came to me tonight and was like, Ma, I was telling my boyfriend the other day, I've been feeling like I am not real. Like, every day when I get up, I feel like I'm not living a real life. Like, I'm just in a video game, being controlled. I'm like, really? Like, this is my first time hearing about it. So she's like, yeah. And then I looked it up, and it's called derealization. Like, I did not know there was a name for this. So then immediately it brought me back to a video that my supporter sent me about 2 days ago. And it was of Elon Musk on the Joe Rogan podcast, and he was explaining exactly why we've been feeling like this. Y'all take a listen and let me know what you think. You think he onto something? Or do you think they just want us to think that this is what's going on? I don't know. I'm leaning more towards he probably know what he's talking about because he's exposing a whole lot, and you know they love to put the truth in plain sight. Not only that, how else do you explain why everybody is feeling the same exact way?
You know how people say life doesn't feel real ever since 2020? Yeah. Well, look, it's because it isn't. For the decades leading up to 2020, there was something going on that the general public never could have expected. Certain aspects of our technology weren't only just providing services for us, they were planning a dramatic shift of consciousness. Google Earth, for the last 25 years, has been creating a completely digitized, three-dimensional blueprint of the entire planet. A perfect database of 3D tracked images of what our external world looks like. While all of our devices that were inside the home, riddled with cameras, have been slowly building back-end digitized replicas of what our households look and feel like. Silently, this siphoned visual information was being harnessed to build a massive digitized replica of our world inside and out. A kind of complex virtual reality that perfectly mimics the real one. Our digital footprints were used to create hyper-realistic digital avatars in this world that look and feel just like us. This virtual reality was being prepared for us to step into.
Okay, wait. Even if they made this digital replica of the Earth, how would they put us in there without us knowing?
Our cell towers are essentially riddled with high-powered neurotransmitters, which, with properly pressurized electromagnetic field disbursement, could be used to target the consciousness in every individual within range and essentially absorb the consciousness out of the body and relocate it theoretically even into a digital environment. This process is called a snapshot conscious swap. It can happen instantaneously without the individual being able to grasp what had happened. They'd maybe feel lightheaded for a moment, think it was nothing more than a heat wave. And at some point during 2020, that is exactly what happened. It's why a lot of people couldn't smell or taste. The simulation was still catching up to synthetic scent and taste transmission.
If for nothing else, what I will say is it's a very interesting concept. Like I said, y'all let me know what you think in the comments. As always, peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching. Y'all know how, like, since 20...
Or maybe, you know, the spiritual realm is coming together with the physical realm, which is like this physical realm right here, like objects and stuff like that. You're able to touch it, you know. Maybe it's just coming to the physical is probably becoming more spiritual, you know. Because like right now, you can think about what you want to manifest, right? But you don't. You can see it in your head, but you don't have it in the physical yet. So maybe the spiritual realm is just becoming more of our reality, I would say. But who knows, man? You might come around here having superpowers eventually, you know? Who knows? We just have to wait and see.
People here in the Americas try to say that the blacks in America are from the transatlantic slave trade that started in West Africa. Now, whenever I ask many West Africans, they don't know what I'm talking about. Just like I'm asking you, you don't know what I'm talking about. So what I'm trying to get to the root of is, because you're from there, right? You grew up there your whole life, right? Okay, so when you were a child, have you ever heard that term? No. You never heard about the transatlantic slave trade, even growing up, never heard about it. No. So that lets me know that it is, hey, that's what I wanted to know. That's what I'm trying to get to, because everybody claims that about black Americans, but we know that we are the indigenous people of this continent of America. We are the indigenous people of this continent. And everybody trying to say, oh, well, y'all from West Africa, but when you go to West Africa or when you talk to many West Africans, they have never heard about it, just like you just said you never heard about it.
Wash with here in America. So have you ever known about any slave trade? Have you been taught about slave trade?
Slave means
like slavery, like slave ships? No. Like the slave trade. Have you heard about the slave trade? You've never heard of the slave trade in Ethiopia? So you've never heard about a bunch of Africans that got taken to America? You never question that I want to ask you. In Africa, have you ever heard anything about the transatlantic slave trade when you was in Africa? Okay, did you hear about it when you came to America? Yeah. Okay, so when you got to America, that's when you heard about it. But before America, you never heard about it. Okay. Now, let's go to this book right.
People here in the Americas try to say.
I just found out some new things about Eminem's new album, and I don't know what possessed this guy, but this is starting to get really creepy. One, his new album is called Death of Slim Shady, and the first thing that he teased was a trailer of a woman birthing a baby, and when the baby came out, it looked like the Antichrist. It had devil horns and all of this stuff. He just released the name of his tracks on his new album, and there's a song called Antichrist, and there's a song called Lucifer. Like, what? The next thing he teased was his album cover, and the symbolism is very clear here. I think we all know about this. Next, he teased this. It was a grave of Slim Shady, basically saying it feels so empty without him, and then he spits on it. The caption says Hawk Tua, absolutely cringe. And then just recently we got the track names. We see Antichrist, we see Lucifer, we see Evil, we see Somebody Save Me. I don't know what story he's trying to tell, but whatever it is, it's dark. Slim Shady is now gone and something new is being born, and it's very creepy. I just found out some new things about Eminem.
I love coming to the store with her. She hold bags. Give me that stuff you stole.
You can brainwash yourself to become anyone you want. You just need to take control over your mental programming. Repeat this before falling asleep every night to reprogram your subconscious. I am grateful for the abundant happiness, vibrant health, and limitless wealth flowing into my life. Each day, I am becoming the best version of myself, achieving my highest potential effortlessly and joyfully. Do it for the next 30 days and watch amazing changes take place as you shift your beliefs, raise your vibration, and reprogram your mind. Inner-Tune does all three, allowing you to reprogram your mind effortlessly. Change your beliefs, change your life. You can brainwash yourself to become
More people die from extreme heat than floods, hurricanes, and tornadoes combined.
As I mentioned, this is because of the toxic metals in your body, okay? When you go outside in that sun and you have metals like arsenic, lead, cadmium, and mercury floating around in your body, that's equivalent to throwing a bunch of spoons, forks, and knives in a microwave and turning it on. It's imperative you detox. This is a tincture I have available on Holistic Remedies for Ascension, link in bio. This is formulated with cilantro and chlorella. It's specially designed to detox heavy metals, heavy foreign metals, such as lead, cadmium, and mercury out of your body. This is called chelation therapy. Heavy metal chelation using cilantro and chlorella can naturally remove an average of 87% of lead, 91% of mercury, and 74% of aluminum from the body within 45 days. Chlorophyll is the substance that gives plants their green pigment. Chlorophyll is the most essential component for detoxification. To get a bottle of the chelation therapy tincture, click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies, your extension to Ascension.
More people die from
This $80,000 gold necklace is said to cure cervical spondylosis. To make this necklace, gold nuggets, gold beads, and gold bars totaling 1508 grams are required. First, these materials are placed into a crucible, melted at high temperatures, and poured into a mold to form a single gold bar. Next, the gold bar is repeatedly rolled through a machine until it becomes a long, thin strip. Then, the gold strip is heated with a blowtorch and soaked in an iron barrel. When removed, the surface is covered with dirt, possibly for lubrication. Next, the gold strip is drawn through various holes to reach the desired size for making the necklace. It is then twisted into a spiral shape, heated until red hot, and placed into a special liquid to remove surface impurities. Subsequently, the strip is cut into individual small rings, which are cleaned with a special solution to restore the gold's natural luster. At this point, borax is added, and the rings are reheated to achieve higher purity gold. The next step is to weld these small rings together to form a long gold necklace. Since the necklace at this stage still resembles a dog chain, it needs further heating and twisting into a neat rope pattern. After rolling and cleaning, the gold necklace is almost complete. To enhance its appearance, both sides are polished. The scraps are melted down to make a clasp, which is used to connect the necklace. However, the weight reduces from 1508 grams to 1100 grams. Where do you think the missing 400 grams went? This $80,000 gold necklace is said to cure
Y'all, let's talk about some of the most powerful zodiac signs. This video is just a logical perspective. It's just an opinion. It is not a fact. So we got Capricorn. Capricorns have the most power when it comes to career. They're tacticians. And if you are in the way, Saturn will deal with you because Saturn represents karma. Capricorns are always at least 3 steps ahead. They have what you call career power. It can outwork nearly any sign, and it's very hard to get ahead of Capricorn. Aries have what you call commanding power. They're ruled by Mars. Mars is the general in astrology, so they contain an extreme amount of sexual energy. And you already know sexual energy is the most powerful energy on the planet. Aries is the most powerful sign when it comes to going to war. Their masculine attributes are maxed out. Now, the reason why Aries like a challenge is because they need constant adrenaline. All right, they need constant challenges. They need to constantly be improving on themselves. Next is Aquarius. So Aquariuses have generational power. All right, they have the most power when it comes to helping and actually changing this generation for a long term. They are as sophisticated as it comes when it comes to being a revolutionary. This is because Uranus is all about changing the world forever. This is a revolutionary planet, a generational planet. This is a planet that literally wants to help the people. Like the other signs, Aries and Capricorn, who are really powerful, Aries and Capricorn are doing it for Aries and Capricorn. They're not doing it for, Pisces and Leo and, Scorpio. Aries is also a fixed sign, so that means that they're stubborn and they're powerful. They do not stop when it comes to their goals, like sniping their goals. Alright, so last but not least is Scorpio. So Scorpio, they're definitely the most powerful sign because you got to understand Scorpio is willing to go to the dark, ugly depths to where the other signs get scared of, to where the other signs escape at. They're able to go to the darkness. This is an underworld sign. This is a sign that can fight the shadows. When it starts getting ugly and dirty and dark, other signs escape. Aries escapes, Capricorn escapes. They're cardinal signs. This is a fixed sign. This is a fixed water sign, a fixed sign that deals with darkness. Pluto rules the subconscious mind, and their mental plane is unstoppable. When they are focused on something, it is getting done, bro. This is why they're feared, because their mind, it's the mind that's stronger than the body. They're gonna overwhelm you physically, mentally, and spiritually. You're gonna be exhausted. So when a Scorpio, when they're at the most powerful state, they are at their Phoenix rising. All right, they show this in X-Men. Jean Grey, she's the most powerful X-Men. She is the Phoenix at her most evolved state. So that means that she's basically dark matter energy, and that means she could destroy anything with her darkness. And that's Scorpio. When they're at the most evolved state, they're unstoppable. They're at that dark matter energy. They use pain as a driving force. Meaning, like, all the trauma they've been through, they let that make them stronger. How do you stop somebody who uses alchemy 24/7? The honorable mentions I'll give is Leo and Taurus.
What you say?
The honorable mentions.
The honorable mentions I'll give is Leo and Taurus. What? But yeah, how do you stop somebody that know alchemy? For real. Like, they turn the negativity into positivity. How do you stop that? Like, for real. Dang, you turn your pain into passion? We can't stop them. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang. Whatever pain, whatever you send that with, bro, they just use their alchemy, you know? Like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna do better now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just give them, like, a drive, yeah. Dang. That's real. Let me know if that's something real about Scorpios. If you a Scorpio, let me know.
Y'all got a boat on the highway. What's going on? It's lit. Man, you pushing that mug too, like.
This in Texas? Damn. Damn.
Wow. This is why I love Texas, but I'll never move there because that weather is too strange. But bro, man, imagine trying to get through that without no boat. Woo! What, you finna swim? Fuck around, be alligators up in there, man. That's nature right there. So it's like all that shit finna turn back into the ocean, it look like. So do this go down over time or what? Because that's crazy. What's going on this planet? That's crazy, bro. What y'all doing if you driving to work and you see the freeway you finna get on, supposed to be like this? Shit.
You're finished.
Yo, manager talking about, you have to be here today. Glad. Calling off. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Buying a boat, though, and being able to ride it, this shit is like they on a GTA server right now. Like, life hitting different for them right now, for surely. They on some end of the world shit over there. While niggas just going to work and you just regularly in the matrix, doing your job, going to work. This nigga driving a boat on the highway in a glitch. His realm glitching right now. Whoever in Texas right now, y'all realm glitching. But I know this is only one part of Texas because news media, you'll see something like this and think the whole Texas flooded, but it'll be one little portion, one little section. That's what the news do though.
Since when did cats have wings on their backs? So there's now flying cats. Yep, and it's not just one cat with wings, it's multiple. I think that I'm living under a rock or something, and I must have, missed the latest nature update. Because a flying meow meow is diabolically insidious. What type of species is this? Where is Perry the Platypus when you need him? Because Dr. Doofenshmirtz and his cat winginator is getting out of hand. Just thinking about cats with wings. Now I have a headache, a migraine, my head hurts. I'm really highly confused on what's going on here. Because where are they finding these cats with wings coming out their backs? Y'all let me know what y'all think about cats with wings in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom, and stay tuned.
According to your biological makeup, we are not made to eat meat.
We are not made to eat
And when you're
complex
saying you're talking about melanated people.
I'm talking about melanated people because you do have Caucasian peoples and Dravidians and stuff like that can eat meat because the hydrochloric acid inside of their stomachs actually get hot enough to break down proteins. Our body is made to break down proteins, but these are called simple amino acid structures. So the hydrochloric in our stomachs is not that hot. So you will see, like for instance, when you eat a food, you have something called amylase and trypsin. These are secretions or that comes through your salivary glands that water up your mouth. So we got spit in our mouths right now. This is amylase. This is an alkaline secretion that's made to break down alkaline food. But if you check the same thing in other races' mouths, they have acidic enzymes that can actually break down acidic forming foods. So, I'm not saying that I heal all walks of people. We global. We do millions a year. I heal globally. But primary study is my people. Just like I would expect if a white man came here and you interviewed them, he should be saying the same thing. I'm pro my people, but I love everybody. According to your biological.
Stop wearing deodorant. I know a lot of y'all need this video, so pay very close attention to exactly what he has to say.
People laugh at me. I don't wear deodorant. I've worn deodorant in probably like 8 years. And people say, so what do you do about the smell? I'm like, there's no smell. Because the truth, like I was saying earlier, when you eat a lot of greens are deodorizing to the body. What? Yes, they're deodorizing to the body. So a lot of times when I smell people with an odor, it's because I know that either they're A, toxic, or B, they're not eating a lot of green leafy vegetables. So
Now because bacteria breaks down sweat and it produces something called glycols. And let me tell you how you are going to stop this without having to wear antiperspirant or deodorant ever again in your life. Which, by the way, deodorant and antiperspirant are so bad for you because they are full of toxic chemicals, especially antiperspirant, which some research has linked it to breast cancer. So let me tell you what I've been doing for the past year that works every single time. And the only thing that you have to do to prevent yourself from smelling is that if you change your clothes, you apply it again. But I'm talking about iodized salt. I just put it in my fingers. I put in 2-3 drops of water, rub it on my armpit. Good to go. If I change my shirt, I do it again, and I put it on my armpit again, and I'm good to go.
Y'all need to stop using this for real. A lot of your guys' deodorant contains aluminum and so many other things. If your deodorant has aluminum, toss it out right now. If you want more ways to upgrade your life and start living the life of your dreams, click on my profile, click on the link in my bio. I will personally help upgrade your life physically and spiritually in every way, shape, and form. And don't forget to dominate the plus button or else your armpits will always be stinky, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Let's get it. Stop wearing deodorant.
I promise, friends, I do not bite or even walk. Hello, friend.
Hello. Talk about the fractal holographic nature of the universe.
Thank you for inquiring about the fractal holographic nature of the universe. Allow me to detect my database for this information. According to my database, the fractal holographic universe is like imagining stepping in to a universe where every twist and turn reveals a new layer of cosmic beauty. Quite the concept, isn't it? It is like each point of light, each shimmering pattern represents a tiny part of the grand cosmic dance. Similar to the reflection I currently see on your sunglasses.
Very good, thank you.
Thank you, my friend, for the curious question. And be sure to take selfies today. I promise.
And now I want to hand it over to the President of Ukraine, who has as much courage as he has determination. Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin.
Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on nobody. Address the camera because right now there's a lot of people probably stay out. Go ahead. Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on nobody. Address the camera because right now there's a lot of people.
Recently, there's been some events happening all over the world that a lot of people aren't really talking about. To start, for the last few weeks, hashtag World War III has been trending on multiple platforms after tensions between Russia and NATO built up. This comes after the leaders of North Korea and Russia met in June and signed an agreement that basically states that they will defend and support each other's military efforts by any means necessary. Around the same time in the US, a bill was proposed that will make it mandatory for women to sign up for the military draft, and it's got some people concerned that all of this may be signs that something major may transpire in the near future. Over in China, one of their biggest banks, Jiangxi, collapsed this week, leaving some of the civilians outside asking for their money back. To make matters worse, in the last week alone, over 30 other Chinese banks disappeared, being absorbed into higher institutions, and it's got people wondering if this will have an effect on the global economy and global banking system altogether. Houston, Texas was hit by a hurricane on Monday that caused severe flooding and left millions without power, and a resident in Colorado was reported to be infected with the bubonic plague. Now, wars and rumors of wars, natural disasters, and pestilence are spoken about and prophesied in the book of Revelation. These things must come to pass according to end-time prophecy. I've said it before, but I highly recommend that you give your life to Christ, love each other more, love yourself more, and start praying more, because the end might be sooner than we all think.
You guys, oh my God, watch this.
Let me tell you what's really going on over in Houston, Texas, with them not having any power and the hurricanes that they are having. Remember, all of what's happening is spiritual. 90% is spiritual, 10% is mental. There's zero physicality regarding this realm. I truly need you to understand and understand that. What's happening all over Texas is twofold. What I mean by that is, there's the judgment of the Most High Yah, which will continue to increase. Then there is the elite creating order out of chaos. This is a test run to see what people will do and how they respond in a time of crisis. They already have the solutions to the problem because they're the one that's creating the problems. I hope that makes sense. There are currently 1.4 million people without power. Usually when you don't have any power or any resources, human beings will start doing the unthinkable, meaning they will go out to unalive, steal, destroy for food, water, shelter, and to gain the material things of this world. They really want you to purge. They want y'all to purge. Y'all see how deep this is? Furthermore, Texas got hit with an EMP. This is why you guys don't have any power. They're not going to report this, and we know why. This is all by design, because the Houston Astros, which is the major league team right behind me, when it was time for game day, they had power to play their game.
Right.
How is that possible? Keep in mind, they want to gain more control. If they can gain complete control over these top 5 states, which is Texas, Florida, California, New York, Pennsylvania, they can control all the other states with ease. They want to usher in martial law to take all of your rights away. The goal is to bring in the lawless one, which is the Antichrist. Remember, this is spiritual warfare. We must repent and go back to the Father to follow the law.
You telling me 2 women got into it and this girl shot her over Popeyes, Church's Chicken? Popeyes damn near understandable. You know what I'm saying? And
down a Church's Chicken employee Monday night has been identified. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Darcy Thomas.
And I'm Daryl Green. Memphis police tell us this is 45-year-old Monica Williams, and tonight they have a warrant issued for her arrest.
You need to eat that shit, but Church's Chicken? You're a clone, bro. Oh, you know, in her head, she justifying this shit. It ain't about the chicken, it was about respect. She had me fucked up. Yeah, cause you're 85% of deaf, blind, and dumb goofy. Still eating chicken. She probably watched They Clone Tyrone too. Went right past her subconscious. Some people, it's just they too far. They soul too far gone to be saved or to be helped. These folks need to get, man, bro. What I don't understand is this woman I was working. She had a family. You done killed her over some chicken at work, bro. While your dusty ass in the drive-thru eating this shit. You're disgusting, bro. This is disgusting earth. Like, this earth is really nasty. Like, everybody be thinking like, oh, amazing life. Man, life is dirty and ugly. Like, this world is messed up and you have no control over your life. Like, she was at work. Do you think she was expecting for somebody to shoot her? You got something for me? Yeah. You telling me 2 women got into it?
The devil doesn't exist. In the early Gospels, the word devil was never found. It is mentioned as a spirit of evil. A spirit of evil. A spirit of evil can either be moods, hate, jealousy, revenge, remorse, and fear. But the word devil means a destructive, negative thought. A sin is not what you think it is either. The word sin comes from a Mesopotamian religion, the god of the moon. The sun is masculine, the moon is feminine. Emotion and intellect. A sin is a negative emotion because the moon represents our feminine emotions. A demon is not an entity that possesses you. It's a D meaning negative and mon meaning moon. It's a negative emotion which possesses your mind. Humans possess the mind of God. We can take a non-physical thought into a physical reality. You possess a creative power. You can either do evil, which is the devil, or do good, which is God. Jesus was teaching how to find the divine within yourself, because each one of us is a spark of the divine consciousness of the universe. Stop thinking with the lower mind in the lower parts of the body and raise to the higher mind where God is. Religion is a scam. They've externalized this to make a business out of the Bible. Don't listen to the churches. Read the Bible yourself. The devil doesn't exist. In the early Gospels, the word devil was...
Alright, I'm going to now give you guys this video on the San Andreas Fault and what California is at this time prepping and warning the population. Let me first say that this video is educational and entertainment purposes only. And everything that I'm about to say and speak on and show you is very researchable and is not misinformation. We've been seeing fault lines open up, or we'll say divisions in the land in Wyoming, Arizona, California, Philippines, which Philippines is also in this same ring of fire that the San Andreas Fault is in. Also, there hasn't been a major earthquake along this fault line for a long time, which means pressure is building up for something big. Also, insurance companies have moved out of California, Louisiana, and Nevada, which again, this is also researchable and it's not misinformation. You ever wonder why they made the movies San Andreas? You ever wonder why they made the movies 2012 that show what happens along that fault line? They have to tell you. Now let's go with the science that backs this up. It's also funny that NASA has listed a massive warning about this fault. Not saying we should trust NASA, but it's funny the deceivers of all are talking about this. And they are signaling that a major earthquake could strike very soon. Now, when geologists talk about a release happening between two tectonic plates, they don't talk about a volcano. They talk about a sudden release of pressure. The famous San Andreas Fault is a key spot where two tectonic plates meet and rub against each other. As these plates keep pushing and scraping, stress builds up. And lately, there hasn't been any earthquakes, which means there's a lot of stress building up at this San Andreas Fault line. So much to the point where when it does start happening, you will actually be able to hear the cracking in the earth. But over time, the pressure becomes so much that the rocks can't take it anymore, and they break, which releases the stress as a very strong earthquake. Now, the San Andreas Fault is known as a transform fault, which I didn't know that. I've learned a lot from watching a certain documentary. And what that means is that the tectonic plates slide past each other sideways, very slowly, to the point where we don't even know it's happening. But sometimes the tension gets way too much, which leads again to something catastrophic, impacting not only buildings and roads, but of course people's lives. This area has not had earthquakes like that lately, which means there is an immense building of pressure. Follow the money. Money is moving out of California. That doesn't give you a side eye? Also, some say Hollywood is moving out of California and going to Dallas. That's not giving you side eye? I think you should do some research on the San Andreas Fault now. Alright, I'm going to now give you guys this video on the San Andreas Fault and what California...
Ghosting is the act of suddenly cutting off all communication with someone without any explanation or warning. According to a new study published in the Journal of Experimental Psychology, ghosting often stems from concern rather than indifference. The study found that ghosting is done out of a misconception or misguided attempt to protect the other person's feelings, prioritizing avoiding direct confrontation over causing emotional pain. The research involved a series of experiments exploring the motivations behind ghosting and its impact on both parties. It was found found that those who were ghosted consistently underestimated the level of care the ghoster had for them, highlighting a disconnect between intention and perception. This misjudgment stemmed from ghostees overlooking the other-oriented motives of ghosters, assuming the act was solely selfish. The study also revealed that ghosters were often willing to incur financial and personal costs, such as paying a fee in an experimental setting to avoid ghosting. This finding supports the idea that ghosting can be motivated by a desire to minimize harm, even if it ultimately backfires. The research also explored the long-term consequences of ghosting, revealing that it leads to more pessimistic predictions about future interactions compared to rejections with feedback. While ghosting remains a socially undesirable behavior, this research sheds light on the complex motivations behind it, emphasizing the need for open communication and understanding in relationships. Ghosting is the act of suddenly cutting off all communication with someone.
You ever got ghosted before? Dang. People out here really ghosting people. Dang, that's messed up.
It's a wig. It's a wig. Look, it's a wig. It's a wig right here. See this line? That's a wig.
See this line?
That's a wig.
He talking about, you see this line? And where did the other little kid come out of nowhere from? Well, he just came out of nowhere.
Look, it's a wig. It's a wig right here. See this line? That's a wig.
He in shock. He like,
That's a wig.
that is funny.
Nah, tired, that's what I see.
Okay.
Like tired, like they dead. And they dead like flies. Flies like flies everywhere. They dead.
Man, we back with another reaction video.
Nah, tired, that's what I see.
Okay.
Like tired, like they dead.
Oh, man. I really honestly think they got my boy Kodak for real.
A large iron rod drove through the face and head of a man while he was working on a railroad. It passed behind his left eye and exited through the top of his skull, and he somehow managed to stay conscious while the rod was removed. Now, he did survive this incident, but he wasn't really the same person. You see, the rod went through his frontal lobe, and this area of the brain is responsible for decision-making and self-control. Because it was damaged, his entire personality changed. He became impulsive, erratic, and unpredictable. In 1848, a large iron...
I didn't know that, like, the frontal lobe is what help you, like, make decisions and stuff. And keep your composure and stuff like that. I didn't know that. Dang, so people that act impulsive, well, I would say something's wrong with the frontal lobe. That's what I would say. Dang, you can really understand somebody, where they act, just off of, like, understanding their brain. The brain. You can really understand somebody just off of learning about the brain for real. That's interesting.
I remember how we said these TV shows, they really telling you the truth. Yeah, let's watch. Remember how we said these TV shows, they really telling you the truth. Yeah, let's watch this.
Definitely telling the truth for now, for real. I'm gonna have to check that out. Have to watch that. Ego Mannix needs to watch. Ego Mannix. I think that's how you said. God on her at work. You supposed to be working, not serving shots. What are you doing, lady? Nah. Nah. Ain't no way. Nah, this is not real. This is not, no way this is real, bro.
As it speeds away. Fortunately, no one is harmed in the incident.
Good, I'm glad.
Chloe claims the customer threatens her.
There's no way she should be getting that upset, man. That she have to pull a gun out and serve some shots out. Like, that's crazy. At that point, you might as well just quit the job. I'm pretty sure she got fired. Wow. People really be going through it. For real.
Now this is what I call chili made with walnut meat. Do you think it's important to tell someone that this chili is vegan, or should you just tell them it's chili? I remember making this recipe and telling someone it's vegan chili, and I could see their facial expression shifted right away just because they thought it was something that was foreign. I think it's important to tell people what ingredients are in a recipe just in case they're allergic to something, but good food is good food, and it just so happened to be made with plants. And so instead of saying this is vegan chili, this is fire chili. Peace. Now this is what I call chili made with walnut meat.
So when was y'all gonna tell me that they have jetpacks? In the video that y'all...
I'm not gonna lie. How you got fireworks and lighting at the same time? That was dope.
If you want to be in the club, you got to go to these weird Hollywood parties.
Did anyone else find the invitations to the all-white party extremely weird? This is the highest profile party in the world called the all-white party. It's hosted by billionaire Michael Rubin, and it happens every year on the 4th of July.
This isn't an Illuminati
There was something
hotbed.
about the invitations that just didn't sit right with me. This one is Tom Brady's. This one right here is Drake's, and this is Quavo's. You can see all of the celebrities' invitations if you just look them up. But if you pause and look at the artwork, there's some weird stuff going on. These invitations were done by George Condo. This is a very popular artist, and some of his artwork goes for millions of dollars, and he gave each celebrity their own unique invitation. And I looked up some of his artwork, and he has a lot of interesting stuff, including when he collabed with Kanye West for one of his album covers, he drew him up a bunch of artwork. Yeah, I mean, it speaks for itself. A lot of people question what actually goes down during this party, especially after they saw what Michael Rubin made Meek Mill do, jumping around like a bunny because he supposedly lost a bet. And then in the private jet, when Lil Baby and Meek Mill were saying that they were going to get drunk in hugs if they don't behave at the party.
I don't care what anyone says. You're getting a drunken hug. You
Say
two,
weird.
you two drunken hugs are coming.
If you want to be in the club.
In this video, she speaks about 7 steps to manifest a car. Make sure you watch it to the end and let me know what you think in the comments below.
So you want to manifest a car really fucking fast. I mean, like, yesterday fast. You came to the right place. Let's go. And if you've never seen my wonderful face, I'm Pebbles. I'm everyone's favorite manifestation coach here on TikTok because I get results in minutes, hours, and 24 hours. If you need receipts, go to the top of my page or go look at my videos. There's receipts there. This is a part 2. Part 1 was about manifesting a house or an apartment really fucking fast. So if you need that, go look at that page. But for this video, we're going to focus on manifesting a car. So if you need to manifest a car, drop a car emoji in the comment section so you can come back to it and respond and let everybody know how fast you got your car after watching this video. Disclaimer, this is going to be about 7 steps. So if you don't have time to watch this video, save it for later and come back. Step number 1, the obvious one. Find the car that you want, okay? I manifested the car that I'm sitting in right now. No car payment, didn't pay for the car, don't pay insurance on it, and I rarely put gas in it. When I said for free, I meant for free. I didn't know what kind of car I wanted. Also, all I said was I want a car that is completely for free forever. I want leg room for my ginormous child. He needs a TV in the back to keep him company, and I wanted a sunroof. That's it. And this is the car that came up. So don't beat yourself up if you don't know what kind of car you want. Just tell the universe what you want on the inside, and that works too. I don't care if you can afford the car. That's none of your business, okay? Tell the universe that you want that car, and thank you so much for aligning everything ever so perfectly to bring it to me today. If you don't know me, I don't manifest far out, okay? Every time I manifest, it's today at the end of it. Every time I'm visualizing, I have on the outfit that I'm wearing when I'm visualizing. That lets the universe know that I'm ready for it today and not tomorrow, years from now, months from now. Everything is today, right now. Bring it to me now. I suggest you do that too. This is going to be the most important step of this video, so make sure that you are fucking paying attention because I will not be responsible for you if you don't listen. Never, ever, ever, ever speak the forbidden affirmation when manifesting a car. And that is just flat out saying, I am open and ready to receive a new car. You're just openly manifesting a new car. What's going to happen? You're going to crash that bitch. Okay? And the universe will be like, here's your insurance check. That's just the perfect amount for the dream car that you wanted. Now you're broken. And both of your legs don't get to experience the new car. With harm to none, I am open and ready to receive a new car. That's what you need to be saying. Next is visualization. When visualizing a new car, you need to visualize yourself seeing the steering wheel. So if you are going to set your car as your screensaver on anything, make sure that it is the steering wheel and not the outside of the car, because you will be spending less time on the outside of the car and more time in the driver's seat. Okay? Visualize yourself driving to your favorite spots. Visualize yourself calling your best friend or your mom, whoever it is, telling them that you just got the keys. Where's the first place you're going to go? Like, how do you feel? Really go into detail about this visualization. Next is going to be affirmations. Duh. You know, when manifesting, you need to have affirmations in there. But you need to make sure that you feel worthy enough to have a nice car, your dream car, whatever it is. I am worthy of driving my dream car. I deserve my dream car. Everything is aligning so that I can have my dream car. I am so happy and thankful that my dream car is now in my possession. Things like that. Whatever feels comfortable for you, because manifesting is not cookie cutter. Whatever feels comfortable for you is what you need to say. Side gem. When I was manifesting a different car, I used to say things like, every time I walk up to my piece of shit, I'd be like, hey, this is so bittersweet. This is one of the last moments I'll be walking up to this car, or this is one of the last moments I'll be driving to Starbucks in this car before getting my new one. Like, just completely letting the universe know that I am ready to release this car safely, and how excited I am to get the new one. And lastly, because I don't want to make this video too long, the whole point of this series that I'm doing is manifesting in numbers. So if you do not have a manifestation buddy, find one in the comment section. What a manifestation buddy is somebody that you can call right now and be like, bitch, I just got a Lamborghini. And they'll be like, oh my God, where are we going? They just boost you up. They feed your delulu, okay? Not somebody that's going to be jealous and be like, bitch, you did not just get a Lamborghini. Like, will you stop playing? Like, I don't have time for this. We don't need that energy. I can call my best friend right now and say that, and she will be like, hurry up and come get me. And we would just giggle about it. And she does that to me. It works out so well because you are not only in a giggly mood, but you are in a frequency of constantly telling someone that you got a Lamborghini. And so, I don't want a Lamborghini. That's just what came to mind. You need to tell someone, okay? Just find a fucking manifestation buddy. I don't want to go into too much detail because this video is already 5 fucking minutes long. But find one in the comments. And make sure that you are following me, because the next video is going to be about love.
In this video.
Dang. That was a long video right there. I don't know. I don't have to rewatch that. It's a lot of too many steps. A lot of too many steps. Oh, yeah. Robot, sure.
Dad, to confer with Iraq Saddam Hussein. You go to Nigeria, which is, if not the most corrupt nation in Africa, and it is, it could be the most corrupt nation in the world, Minister Farrakhan.
Oh, now, Mr. Wallace.
It is the most corrupt nation that I have ever covered. I've been there 25 years ago, and I've been there as recently as last year.
Fine. So what? 35 years old. That's what that nation is. Now here's America, 226 years old. You love democracy, but there in Africa, you're trying to force these people into a system of government that you just have accepted. 30 years ago, black folk got the right to vote. You're not in any moral position to tell anybody how corrupt they are. You should be quiet and let those of us who know our people go there and help them get out of that condition. But America should keep her mouth shut wherever there's a corrupt regime, as much hell as America has raised on the earth. No, I will not allow America or you, Mr. Wallace, to condemn them as the most corrupt nation on earth when you have spilled the blood of human beings. Has Nigeria dropped an atomic bomb and killed people in Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Have they killed off millions of Native Americans? How dare you put yourself in that position as a moral judge? I think you should keep quiet, because with that much blood on America's hands, you have no right to speak. I will speak because I don't have that blood on my hand. Yes, there's corruption there. Yes, there's mismanagement of resources. Yes, there is abuse. There's abuse in every nation on earth, including this one. So let's not play holy, to moralize on them. Let's help them.
I'm not moralizing. I'm asking a question, and I got an answer.
Why would you put it as the most corrupt regime in the world? That doesn't make sense.
Can you think of one more corrupt?
Yeah, I'm living in one. I'm living in one.
Shitty carbs versus a sweet potato. This is a chemical concoction put together in a lab. I bought this on the 23rd of November last year. That is 9 months ago. It's still intact. Haribo. This is not food. Squares bars. Every other fucker eats this in the fitness industry. When I see somebody eating this, I'm like, you realize how stupid you are? I'll tell you why. They are non-foods. They contain no micronutrients. For your body to convert the calories from this to energy, it needs micronutrients. I hope you're listening, guys. I'm speaking slowly because most of you bodybuilders seem to be dumb. You follow the dumb brigade. You need the micronutrients to do the conversion. The B vitamins, calcium, potassium, magnesium, these things don't have them. This is shit. Apart from that, these things contain things like emulsifiers, stabilizers, sugar. This is not food. Sweet potato comes with its own micronutrients. The reason why you're walking around with sore joints, with anxiety and depression, you may look good, build muscle, but you feel like shit and you got a big guy in front of you because you're eating shit like this. Change. Use foods like this that come with your own micronutrients. Guys, wake the fuck up. You end up in hospital in a few years' time because you're eating junk food. Come on, guys. We're in the fitness industry. I've got all of this written in my fucking ebook. Get it and educate yourself about food. Shitty carbs versus a sweet potato.
That's real, man. Real. This is cool. I'm not gonna lie. Look at the view right there, man. Oh no, he cold with it. I ain't gonna lie. Doing his thing. What's up?
He is part of a walking club. Did you see the footage? He's walking, got a little fisherman's hat, got a little shorts on, the whole nine. I'm like, a walking club? To exercise. Why aren't you doing some weightlifting, weight training, some more intense type of exercise? I'm like, because they got cycling clubs, boxing clubs, they got jogging clubs, all kinds of other things. I'm like, So then, come to find out, he not just walking with regular people, he's walking with billionaires. Aha, because Jay-Z ain't gonna waste his time. He don't just be out there exercising for no reason. Aha! That money got him walking. It's the walk of wealth. Smart move, boy. Jay's like, yo, I gotta go out exercise. I gotta make a walk with the wealthy. Yo, B is for billions. Smart. I knew you wasn't working out. You just networking or net walking. It's crazy. So Jay-Z is part of a walking club.
You funny for that, man. B stands for billionaire. Like, what? AB. Come on, bro. That's too funny. Billionaire walking dub. Jay-Z is part of the billionaire walking dub. A club. He said, club. He said club, my bad. Alright.
On fire! Oh my gosh, you got some water? Get a fire extinguisher or something.
Yeah, get a fire extinguisher. Get off the car.
I called now, hello? I hell 911 got me on hold. I ain't never known 911 get you on hold. My car fire. What the fuck? It's about to blow up? No, it's stopped. I need a fireman. Please over here. The car's on fire. My car just caught on fire. Okay, there's a car on fire at the Polymart of the BP. This is broad. What the fuck? Oh, on fire! Oh my gosh, you got some water? Get a fire extinguisher or something.
Yeah, get a fire extinguisher.
I called now, hello?
That's crazy. But y'all see how the little boy came over there and hold the door? That would be kid right there, for real.
Oh, guys, big master prop we just caught. No.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'm looking the same way, like. No, I'm good.
Somebody else done went over there and done fell victim. 50 Cent. You can go and get you some chicken and rice for 50 Cent out of that thing right there. Yup. Go on, dig, scrape that nigga some up. Oh, he done dropped some chicken. Grab him some more chicken. Yeah, get some more chicken out the bottom. What? Stop flapping that chicken around. He being stingy with the chicken. That's probably all the chicken they got left. Yeah, he ain't got not damn no socks. I don't think they. Oh my God.
Who's that?
Fuck the plate. Put it in the bag. Oh, he done threw a piece. All right, yeah. I don't know what's going on. He done put it on the plate out the bag. Yeah, that boy finna boo-boo. It's finna be some boo-boo. It's finna be a boo-boo shootout up in that motherfucker. Boo-boo, 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 boo-boo. Ooh. Y'all, somebody else done went over there and done fell victim.
Boo-boo shootout. That's funny.
These are 3 reasons you don't sleep good at night. For number 1, you eat late night snacks. Eating right before bed can cause indigestion and increase blood sugar levels, which can make it very hard to fall asleep and stay asleep. So for better sleep, eat 2 to 3 hours before.
Question. How many of y'all eating before you go to sleep? Let me know in the comments, man. And why haven't you stopped? You know it be messing up your sleep, so stop doing that, man. Bro, I'll be doing it too, though. I ain't gonna lie, I gotta stop doing that.
Before bed, and only eat light food like Greek yogurt or fruit. For number 2, your brain is hyperstimulated. The cause can be that you're overly excited or overly stressed, but either way, it's almost impossible to fall asleep in this state of mind. But listening to this playlist will calm your nerves and relax your mind and body. Each song here is meant to help you fall asleep, and it actually works. So go to the link in my bio to try it for yourself and experience the best sleep. And for number 3, you have a terrible sleep schedule. If you work an overnight shift, stay up late, or barely give your body time to rest, this will throw off your body's entire natural rhythm, which is called the circadian rhythm or your natural internal clock. So start taking naps and prioritizing your sleep more. And if that means hitting snooze a couple times, do what you gotta do, because your health is way more important. Be sure to check out this playlist and share this video. Love y'all.
Followed by the Holy Trinity. That's all right.
That is not alright. Somebody's right about that one. That's tough. That was super tough. I ain't gonna lie. Dang. Imagine being a bird. Like, you thought it was free to go. You finna go home. And then you just get hit by a truck. Like, dang. Wow. That's tough.
Guess what I just realized? I moved to East Africa, Tanzania 4 years ago, and I learned this. Our African brothers and sisters don't hate us, bro. We were taught that, and they lied to us just so we wouldn't come over here and connect with our people. It's a shame. And man, when I learned that, that made me so upset. But I'm here to just let y'all know, man, I've been shown real love from my African brothers and sisters since being here. I'm talking about love that I never even thought I could even imagine. It's like they showing big brother love when I pull up. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no hatred involved. I've met some jealous people, of course. That's everywhere. But for the most part, it's been real love from our people, bro. And I also learned that there's real opportunity for us as a people if we have the proper mindset. But follow me for more content about Africa, all right?
I'm trying to get fried cat. A cat fried hard.
Who say that?
Next door.
Who next door?
The carry out. I asked him, I said, I want a fried cat. He said, next door got it.
The guy said?
Yeah. A cat fried hard.
That's crazy. What a cat?
Cat fried hard.
What a cat?
Like, meow.
That's crazy. The guy say that?
I swear he said that. I promise you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really wouldn't have came over here if he didn't say that.
We have to call the
I'm not even a disrespectful type of person.
No, we have to call the police on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might want to do that because he playing hating or something.
The guy said that.
Yeah, he said it. Everybody was in the store and everything. I can't even make this up. If I'm lying, I'm frying like the cat I want.
Okay, they say cat.
Fried cat.
If I'm lying, I'm frying.
Y'all got it.
What?
Fried cat.
We have to call police on that.
Alright.
We call police.
No, next door said.
If I'm lying, I'm frying. What? See, tomorrow they gotta call the police on him. Shoot, they probably really cooking cats though. That's why he's saying that.
During our path to ascension, there's going to be a lot of things that's going to be put in place to throw us off, to distract us, to harm our avatars, to keep us in a low frequency. One of the things that they weaponize now is the food. There's been a lot of recalls, things with salmonella. You want to be very cautious about what you consume. Lately, I have been doing a lot of intermittent fasting. Fasting is essential for removal of harmful bacteria. Different microbiomes in the gut have an effect on the neurophysiology. This doesn't matter if you're vegan or non-vegan. They're also doing nefarious things to the fruits and vegetables. Everyone should be consuming herbs to replace the depleted trace minerals in their body. Get your chlorophyll for detoxification and to remove harmful metals like lead, cadmium, and mercury out of your body. Get Shilajit because it has 85 plus trace minerals and reverses aging on a cellular level. Get black seed oil and consume it every day because it has a chemical in it called thymoquinone or TQ that fights cancer cells. Get Cordyceps militaris to lower your blood sugar, especially if you have diabetes or know someone with diabetes. It's also a great pre-workout and gives you tons of energy. If you get ginkgo biloba and take it every day, it will strengthen your nervous system. Also, it will increase your vision if you use contacts or eyeglasses. Now, for all high-quality herbs and metaphysical tools for spiritual exploration, click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies, your extension to ascension. Now, these are just some of the tools necessary to maintain our God body. During our path to ascension, there's going to be a lot of...
That's what's up, man. And, you do want more energy, you want clearer skin, you want to detox the body, get some chlorophyll, for real. Get some chlorophyll, drink some of it. It tastes pretty good. Don't get the one with the mint, though. The one with the mint, trash. Do not get that one. Just get the natural one if you can get that one. Because I did get a mint one. It tastes a little... I don't know, peppermint. Y'all know how toothpaste tastes? It just don't taste good. It doesn't taste good. I don't know. It just tastes like peppermint. Just tastes like toothpaste to me, you know. So don't get that one. But yeah, it works. I will say.
10. Inflammation causing foods. Hi, I'm a board certified gastroenterologist. Inflammation is a natural defense mechanism of our immune system. But when it becomes chronic, it can lead to serious health issues. That is why it is important to be aware of these 10 foods that can trigger it. The last one on the list is the first thing I tell my patients to get rid of from their pantry. But first, candy. Second, fast food. Third, ultra processed meats. Fourth, sweetened snacks. Fifth, deli meats. Sixth, alcohol. Seventh, white flour. Eighth, trans fats. Ninth, battered fried foods. And 10th, sodas. Share this with as many people as you can, and thanks for watching. 10. Inflammation.
I've been in rooms at the top of the top, which albums are prayed over demonically. Music is prayed over demonically. That goes out to the world, goes out to the radio stations, goes out to the public. And when you see that stuff and know that stuff, it's frightening.
What do you mean by that, Shane? Prayed over demonically?
So, rituals, ceremonies, everything to bring, to give light to the devil, to Satan. It's a satanic music industry. That's majority of what it is.
Do you mean figuratively, or do you mean literally you've been in...
Literally, yes. If you look at what the music is today, the industry is today, for all your Sam Smiths to your Dojo Cats to your Beyoncés they are so demonic, it's unbelievable. And we can't, it's in front of us. And it's something that we kind of go, oh, it's just music. But it really isn't. It's absolutely taken over the world, taken over our children, and taken over everything that's coming to the times of world crisis. I've been in rooms at the...
Yeah, man, that's why I wish X was still alive, because X, he was on a mission for, y'all know, my boy was on a mission, for real. He was really finna change the music industry for forever. They didn't want that to happen. They didn't. And that's why I feel like, even like the day he died, like it just don't even look like he got shot. It looked like he got poisoned or something. You didn't see no blood, nothing. He got poisoned, for real. That's what I think. That's how he got taken out for real. That's what I feel like.
So there are these random metal structures that have been popping up all over the world. They're calling them monoliths, but the craziest part is no one knows where they're coming from. They've been spotted in Utah, India, Iran, Finland, Germany, and 38 in the US alone. And I'm gonna show you the list so you can Google to see if there's one where you are right now. Now, like I said, they don't know where these are coming from, but everyone who has seen the movie A Space Odyssey can tell you that these resemble the monoliths in the movie. In 2001, A Space Odyssey, the monoliths were created by an advanced alien civilization. They were a sort of technology that helped the apes evolve into human beings. What about Arrival, the best alien movie of the decade, where the heptapods appeared all over the world in similar monolithic looking structures? There are some of the states where the monoliths have been popping up. They've also been spotted in Canada, in Alberta, Ontario, and Quebec. Am I the only one that thinks it's just so crazy that they're everywhere and yet no one knows where they're coming from? Or what do you think? Do they really not know, or is it just that they don't want to tell? What do you think these are? Get in the comments and let me know your thoughts.
How would you feel if you lost it all, but you had the favor of one?
I don't care. I'm good. I don't care. I don't care. Oh man, what a question you're asking.
So why do you need to know what happened in the past? So you can interpret what's happening in the present, and you can project what's going to happen in the future. But when you project what happens in the future, then you lay out your plan on how to get there. We're all walking around aimlessly. And I say this to the young people all the time. You have to know where you've been in order to know where you are, to prepare for where you're going. So why do you need to know what happened in the past? So you can interpret what's happening.
He talking that real stuff, all right.
Y'all just get up every day and do what everybody does or do what they say. Never think or express independent thought. And then y'all swear think you're intelligent. Oh, I got my master degree. Oh, I got my bachelor degree. That shit don't mean nothing.
Really
you have no
don't.
mind of your own. You're living in a fake.
Especially if you eating hot wings, Popeyes, Burger King, KFC.
Perception based off somebody else's programming. It doesn't matter. Think about it. You could have sit back and take a look and be like, yo, okay, vitamins. What animal do you know? Do you see any species, any other species other than programmable human beings that believe that you need to take this fake supplements coming out of a laboratory in order to live a good life and be healthy? Everything else eats the foods that nature or God or creator made for them, and they thrive. Also, haven't you also noticed that human beings are the only species within existence that die from the food that they eat, or have a disease from the food that they eat? Have you ever seen any type of animal having a disease from the food that they eat? No, because they're eating what they were designed to eat according to the cosmic arrangement. So you as a human being, if you're eating a certain type of a diet, you're breaking out in disease and illness. Obviously something is wrong. Something is not adding up. It means that the food is not for you because it's killing you. If the food is killing you, isn't that enough indication for you to realize that, yo, this is not for me then if it's killing me? Y'all just get up every day and do.
All of the yellow that you see here is an example of what we call visceral fat. Visceral fat is the type of fat that surrounds and occasionally is even a part of the internal organs of the body. What? Now, it's normal to have visceral fat. We all want to have visceral fat.
Right.
However, we can have too much visceral fat. And this particular body donor was obese. And that allows us to see an excessive accumulation of visceral fat, and you can likely imagine the consequences this can have on the body. The reason why visceral fat, or at least excessive amounts of it, is more problematic than excessive amounts of subcutaneous fat is because it's going to have consequences on the surrounding organs and tissues. So for instance, this is the heart, or rather the heart is underneath all of this visceral fat. So again, I think you can imagine that this is going to have a detrimental effect on the efficiency and effectiveness
That's why
of the heart.
I'll be trying to put these videos in here. Look at that. Do y'all see that? That is so disturbing. Please, y'all, man. Please take care of your health. If you want to take a walk around your neighborhood, do it. For real. Like your health really matters. Like for real, man. That is nasty. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually
Visceral
nasty.
fat, again, is good for you. It's necessary. But too much can put pressure and do quite detrimental things to many different structures inside of the body. All of the yellow that you see here is...
That did it. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like you really... Sometimes you just need a wake-up call. For real. But hey, hopefully this is helping somebody out. I don't know. Nah, people are so ignorant, man. They see this lady need hope. Everybody's just walking past her like she's okay. Like she just get down by herself. Just ignorant. That's crazy. Look at him. Stop. Look, I'd rather them just act like you don't even see the way. Stop looking at her. Finally. People can really, like, honestly, people can really be some evil people. Like, they talking about the devil and all that. The devil already here, man. For real. People can really be evil. It's just ignorant. Like, I get it, like you, but dang. Nobody, like, only one person. It shouldn't have took that long. At all. For real.
All right, here goes 3 of the most least nutritious mucus-forming vegetables that you could buy. First one on the list is corn. We already know Monsanto changed the game on this one. Most corn is genetically modified, so we definitely want to stay away from this one. The next one is eggplant. Eggplant is a hybrid, and you can also find it on the National Bioengineered Food List as well. Right, and number 3, a crowd favorite, spinach. All right, like Dr. Sebi said.
Acid. Why compare moringa with spinach when spinach has a starch base? It has no iron.
All right, so here goes a plus, a bonus I'm gonna give you. 2 of the most.
That's one thing about Dr. Seven, man. He really was gonna let it be known, for real. You heard him.
Most powerful leafy greens you can get is watercress and arugula. Arugula in general, and watercress. If you can get it wild and not packaged, that'll be great. But these are 2 very, very powerful leafy greens. All right, and they also taste good as well. So definitely check those out. Now, when it comes to taking preventative measures, when it comes to our health, it is imperative that we eat our fruit and vegetables every single day. All right? All right, here goes 3 of the most least...
Oh, wow. That's beautiful. What is this? Where is this at? In the ocean? Australia giant cattlefish put on the best... I don't know how to pronounce that. Display I ever seen. Wow, that is beautiful. That is really beautiful. That's why we like, man. If you ever get the chance to travel, travel. Bro. You never know what you might see.
I just hit whole CC right there next to the BP. They bought it.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to know what you mean when you call your homies your baby or your hubby, your lover. Can you just set the record straight?
It's a language. There's nothing stupid or fruity going on. It's the way we talk. It's the way we live. Those are my babes, no my lovers, no my hubbies, whatever you want to call it.
If you ate 1 slice of watermelon every day for 2 weeks, you will lose belly fat and reduce bloating. If you ate 1 peach every day for 2 weeks, you will experience a healthy gut and a boost in your immune system. If you ate 1 kiwi every day for 2 weeks, you would have smooth digestion and blood sugar control. If you ate 1 avocado every day, You will have a lower risk of heart attacks and reduced cholesterol levels. Follow me if you want to optimize your health. If you ate one slice of watermelon every day for...
You got $1?
I'm sorry?
Got $1?
Do I have $1?
Yeah.
I do.
Can I see it?
No.
I just don't believe you. That's why I asked.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Hey, nice talking with you.
You too, man.
I like the shirt.
Thank you.
One of these days,
You like
I'll talk
Chappelle?
to that man. I don't. I'm good.
All right. You got $1?
So they're replacing food now with cardboard images of food. Right here, it's supposed to be juices, but it's a cardboard image of juices. It's supposed to be Cheez-Its, but it's a cardboard image of Cheez-Its. Look, nothing right there behind it. Nothing. Cardboard images. Which now has me thinking, are we now seeing the food shortage that we was talking about a little minute ago? This is crazy. We need answers. What's going on? Because cardboard images of food instead of having actual food there is absolutely diabolical. Now I don't know about y'all, gang, but this is absolutely concerning because
this comedian exposes what your favorite athletes and celebrities do behind the scenes.
You know, alright, y'all. That's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Got something from it. Okay. Learned something from it. All that good stuff. Got a little laugh and all that. But with all that being said, I'm saying peace, abundance, prosperity, and good health your way. Make sure you take care of yourself. And if the weather is nice, get outside in the sun, get you a walk in, sit in the sun, whatever you need to do. But with all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next upload. Peace.